This is going to be the second recording that I do of reading Homestuck, so stick around. We left at the intermission. It's a very green intermission with uh, the felt and these four characters whose name I forget. It's that thing. Are they from Problem Sleuth? No, I can't remember. Shows how much of a fan I am. Either way, unofficial Homestuck collection. Woo! And we get sent back here to page 1155. Your name is Spade Slick. You are the leader of a notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew. A rival gang known as the Feld recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the mansion belonging to their loathsome boss, Lord English. Your subordinates, Club's Deuce, Diamond's Drook, and Heart's boxcars have been dispatched to various locations throughout the mansion to begin carrying out your mission. Your objective? Locate and crack English's secret vault, and plunder its mysteries. That is the business end of it. The pleasure will be painting this ugly house red with the blood of those miserable green motherfuckers. Inspect timekeeping devices. Stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. The sooner all these idiots stop being alive, the better. You wonder where they are. It's awfully quiet in the mansion, sans all the dreadful ticking. Captcha log carriage clock. You obviously have no idea what that means. If it's some smart-ass way of saying to pick it up, forget it. You're already carrying an item. It is your trusty deck of cards. Okay, build 4 with clocks. You have an idea that is so much better. Clocks destroyed, 4 out of 1,000. 1,000 fucking clocks. I also remember this detail. It was really fun. I'm not sure if they destroy all of them, but we'll figure it out. Check for traps under the billiards rug. What is under the rug is so much worse than any trap you can imagine. It is a member of a species that you do not recognize, with a ghastly furred upper lip. You cover the unsightly individual back up and try to forget it ever existed. Play 52 pickup. You would need a deck of cards to play that infernal game. Fortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor. Shuffle contents of war chest. Hey, there's that guy we saw in John's room. You rummage around. It's no unusual assortment of belongings, and nothing any mobster worth his salt would be caught plotting and scheming without. Certainly nothing eyebrow-raising. A bunch of blades, some playing cards, and a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also your vendetta itinerary and your heist map. Scavenge war chest for fancy headwear. Headwear, even. If there are any elaborate headdresses in here, you'll eat your haberdasher. But of course, there's only a plain and serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs. Which makes you think that maybe you're wearing your backup hat, and that is your usual one? Hell if you know. They're the same damn hat. Hide inside your war chest. You cannot hide properly inside the chest because you cannot close it while you're inside. Instead, you momentarily pretend it is a really cool automobile that commands the fear and respect of larcenous adversaries everywhere. Beep, beep, beep. All aboard the idiot wagon. Start up the Crosby top. Is that what this thing is? You've had it for some time and don't quite remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe-smoking creature. Perhaps it could be the same species as the character you just saw under the rug, but you know that is impossible, because this one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. They're probably differing species within the same genus. Go to mspinadventures.com. Oh, you can. He's blinking. You don't know why you're wasting time on this website. It is for little children who poop hard in their baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on or who all these characters are. It's all a lot of nonsense. Delete the time setting on the Crosby top. Yeah, that counts. Clocks destroyed. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, yes. 5 out of 1,000. Take the spade key. You take the rules card for blackjack. You have possessed this item for as long as you can remember. You do not yet know its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. Examine vendetta itinerary. These are the mugshots of everyone you are going to kill. You got a head start. You already offed crowbar, number 7, matchsticks, 11, and quarters, number 14, depleting them of some of their muscle. You've still got to watch out for the others, and stay wary of their despicable time shenanigans. Itchy, number 1, has given you the slip repeatedly. Doze, number 2. Huh. Am I just understanding this now? Itchy, as in Japanese for 1, and doze, as in dos? Wow, crazy. You've captured and interrogated just as repeatedly, to no avail. Trace, number 3, has broken into your secret hideout more times than you can count, while Finn, number 5, always seems to be a step ahead of you and scoops your heist. Clobber, number 4, has all the intel and is highly cooperative. You might need him to crack the vault. He'll be guarded. Best to avoid Die, number 6, in any direct confrontations unless you want a temporal mess on your hands. But if you need any repairs, you could always get to Stitch. Holy shit, that is hard to read. Okay, number 5. And persuade him. You might need to if you can't kill Sawbuck, number 10, with a clean shot. Eggs, number 12, and Biscuits, 13, are morons. But they are dangerous morons. Cans is a tank, and your crew will probably need more ammunition than you pack to take him down. No one knows what Lord English looks like, but that'll be corrected tonight. You've got dibs on English. He's all yours. Wonder where number 8 mugshot went. It's right there. But you're not going to kill Snowman. It's out of the question. Examine heist map. On review, your schemes seem a bit convoluted, but you wouldn't have it any other way. Doos and Drooks split up to neutralize as many Feld as they can find. Your heavy muscle and expert safecracker, Boxcars, is headed straight down to the vault. Use radio device to check on unscrupulous cohorts. You put the word out to your cronies for a status report. No response yet. You clean up all your junk and prepare to get this show on the road. You slip the spade key back in the deck of cards, then pocket the war chest. Smooth as clockwork, and every bit as logical. Enter the hallway near the main entrance. Funny, you didn't hear any commotion or gunplay, but it looks like there's already been some action in here. Or there will be. You can never take 10s for granted with these goons. 13 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, and apparently. Looks like Klopp's Deuce is getting back to you. He says he's got Doze tied up for interrogation. You ask him what else is new. Capturing that guy is like shooting a paralyzed monkey in the face. B. Heart's Boxcars. You are now Klopp's Deuce. Because fuck you. Rough him up. He remains tight-lipped, so you deal him a senseless shin-dropping with your crook of felony. Oh, the humanity! You can barely watch. Whoa. He's probably still using his special ability to slow time down for himself. He can't feel a damn thing, and certainly isn't saying anything, apart from a very low noise which could be him saying ow very, very slowly. Punch clocks in faces to establish chronology. Why would you do that? All these clocks are lovely. You see no reason to harm them. 987 out of 1,000 clocks unharmed. Swap hats with those. You begin a feeble campaign of psychological warfare. Perhaps compromising his fashion motif is the way to get to him. Nope. Looks like he's still in his weird state of stasis and does not care. Either that or it's driving him nuts, just very slowly. Dump the contents of your war chest over him. War chest? What are you talking about? All you've got is this simple, unassuming deck of cards. And number 1 doing stuff, probably untying him. Play some solitaire. Don't be stupid. To play solitaire, you would need a deck of cards. I don't see a deck of cards, do you? All I see is your battle drope. Throw the hat down and stomp it mercilessly. Oh no, it's Itchy, and it looks like he's all wound up. He unties Doze and quickly swaps everyone's hats around. Doze proceeds to make a fleet-footed getaway. The chase is on. Stopping Heart's Boxcars. Alright, you're the boss. Heart's Boxcars you ain't. Someone has replaced your plain and serviceable hat with a silly and undersized one. An outrage beyond compare. You're sure you know who the culprit was. You can still smell his overly caffeinated blood. 986 out of 1,000 clocks shown mercy. Lift left leg and hold it a little ways in the air. Just so he can trip. Of course. Whoops. Oh wow, he got fucking killed. Damn. 4 out of 15 green torsos dead. Wear CD's hat on top of your current one. You're already wearing Deuce's hat, you fool. The one on the floor is Drook's hat. This is exactly why you always keep a backup hat on hand. This son of a bitch on the floor here has played his last game of musical hats. Soon these lugs will learn to show you some respect. You made this town what it is after all. Wasn't nothing but a bunch of dust and rocks before you got here. Wear backup hat. You deploy your chest and swap this dinky little hat for one more suited to your tastes. And also drop the chest on top of the corpse, yes. Wait a minute. Thank God your precious Scotty dogs are still here. You don't know what you would do without them. You don't even want to think about it. Dai makes his usual sort of entrance, the nonplussed, vaguely bewildered sort. B Diamond's Drook. You got it? Club's Deuce it is. You have opened your battle drobe in search of your backup hat. You also need some more rope to retie Dose, who is absolutely tearing through the mansion as we speak. If you don't hurry, he may clear the chair within the hour. But it's a big mess. You mostly just see a bunch of bombs and cards. You're not sure what's that? You can never remember which card to pick up. You can't believe how shady your memory is. Grab the deuce of clubs. You pick up 2 licorice gummy bears. These need to be stored for safekeeping as soon as possible. Finding your backup hat has never been more urgent. Pick up all the cards and throw them at Dose. Boom. You pick up a bunch of cards and fling them Dose-ward. Didn't accomplish a whole lot, other than put some of your private reading material on an embarrassing public display. Pick a card. Any card. You're a busy guy, so you just pick any old thing and put it on your head. Since you're in a big hurry, you will assume that it is your backup hat. You stand nearby the 2 remaining cards on the floor, an off-suited king and jack. Pick a card depicting stately blonde-haired fellows. You're not going to stand around jacking off all day long, so you grab the jack of diamonds. Here's your backup hat. Problem solved, you guess. Forget your CD. Believe you are hard boxcars. You suddenly remember you are Diamond's Droog. Whoever took your hat is about to discover he is the unluckiest man on earth. You better hope you find him dead. What you're going to do to him will be much less painful that way. Or a backup hat. You don't have a backup hat. All you got is this deck of cards. Oh wait, yes you do. It's stashed away in your Brawlsalium. Retrieve hat. From Brawlsalium. You're the only member of this band of thugs who is civilized enough to keep more than one backup hat, as well as an extensive array of finely tailored suits. The Brawlsalium seemed like the best storage option for your exceptional wardrobe. If there's any better sort of compartment to keep your wardrobe in, you'll love to hear it. Also, there's a shitload of guns and cards in there too. You put on a backup hat. Withdraw licorice fish from backup hat. Woo, your Swedish fish are there. This is why it's a good idea to always store your candy in your backup hat rather than your usual one. Other members of your gang have learned this the hard way and they're finally starting to catch on. Ouch. Suddenly you get cold cocked in the face from the future. You would know the knuckles belonging to that sucker punch anywhere. There it is. Trace always knows where you've been. The spineless rat likes to follow your past trail around and mess with you. Trouble is, whenever he does, he lets you know exactly where he's going to be in the future. This time you'll be ready for him. You radio Deuce for backup, give him a time and place, and exactly what path through the mansion to take. We're in pursuit of wounded Felt member. You don't know if the wounded guy went up the stairs or came down, or who wounded him and when. Might have even been you, for all you know. Follow a trail of blood upstairs. Can't overthink this time stuff. You go with your gut and head upstairs. After giving a quick 10-4 over the radio, you take another look at your prisoner. He logged out. Looks like round 2 of your brutal interrogation will have to wait. You couldn't find any rope, so you tied him up with a stretch Armstrong doll which you happen to have lying around. You don't remember how you got it. It looks sort of dumb, but you'll have to do. Just like those in the battle drobe. Time to hit the road. You beat your hostage into the back of your battle drobe with the bull penis cane. Wait, this is a bull penis cane? You flip the fuck out over the fact that this is apparently a bull penis cane. Meanwhile, running roughly parallel with present events. Oh, the card changed. Itchy always cheats, but he's always cheated for the last time. You're gonna jump to a timeline where he's dead. Oh, looks like he got what he deserved. But, as usual, you find yourself in a bit of a predicament. Make friends with Dai. You introduce your cast iron horse Hitcher to your new friend. Dai scrambles for a pin he's been saving for a special occasion. Oh, how many times does he have to tell you he made this town? Oh, you got sent somewhere else. Stop being SS. You stop not being Hearts Boxcars. You have made your way to the Feld's secret vault. It's bigger than you were expecting. You doubt you will be able to rely on your usual safe-cracking method, which is prying it from the wall with your bare hands. You'll have to think of something else. Do a silly dance. This is just absolutely the most ridiculous thing you could possibly choose to do right now. I mean, come on. Why don't you take a closer look at that safe? Seriously, stop that. Pry the wall from the safe. That notion is even more ridiculous than the last one. Wait, who are you kidding? No, it isn't. Looks like the combination to the safe is entered via the hands of the clock, and you somehow doubt spinning the hands around manually is going to cut it. Knowing these guys, you've got to alter the flow of time itself to make it work. Which, of course, is bullshit. You think you'll just blow it up instead. Time to get Deuce on the radio. Deploy Punchbox. You deploy the Wrath Tub. Retrieve 2 of hearts from backup hat. You retrieve your pairs of wax lips. If anyone tried to steal your wax lips, you would eat their eyeballs and deliver an angry lecture into their empty sockets. Peruse Red Cheeks magazine. Whoops. Just glancing at it gives you palpitations. Literature for avid cardio aficionados such as yourself. Those burgeoning red humps. That mischievous little tail. The snug, welcoming cleft. The saucy imagery is hard to beat. Harder than what you beat inside your chest now. Your heart is what you're beating. You beat it to the Red Cheeks magazine pretty regularly, you would say. Call clubs on nearest card. You radio Deuce on the 10-4 cards. Let him know you need a powder monkey on the double. You hear ticking, and it's not coming from the big vault clock above. You hope it's not what you think it is. Oh no, oh god, it's Biscuit. His open timer is ticking. This is no good. There he is. This idiot thinks his special oven transports him into the future by the amount he sets on the timer. Well, he's sort of right, but in reality, all that's happening is that he's hiding in there until the timer is up and then pops out. You guess he's relatively harmless if he's alone. You can take him. What you really have to worry about is if he teams up with... Oh no, that ringing. That god-awful ringing. You can hear it. Eggs. Son of a fuck. You might as well just grab one of your axes and kill yourself now. Well, that's crazy. Follow path, Club Stews. In the future, you have already followed the path through the mansion that Droog told you to. Trace followed Droog's past trail even further back, but found a much fresher trail crossing his path. Looks like this little guy is talking on the radio. Says something about how he'll be right there once he gives Droog a hand. Trace decides he'll trace this guy for a while, see what he's up to, and then mess with him, of course. In the present, you talk on the radio. Say something about how you'll be right there once you give Droog a hand. Take a good look around the new room you're in. Looks like the trail of blood ends here. Or originates. Whatever. Something went down here in the past, or is about to go down in the future. You know what? Never mind. 21 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, apparently. Hang on. There is a tooth on the floor. You know that tooth. You felt its bite before. Finn was here. And judging by the forensics of the scene, the angle it hit the floor, direction of the blood splatters, and how dry the blood is, you think you know exactly what he's about to pull. Or more specifically, what he's about to already have pulled. Finn always knows where you're going. He's followed your future trail here. He likes to mess with you from the past. Trouble is, he tips you off to where he's been. This time you're ready. Wait for it. Wait. Now. The past. Okay. Predestined bullet holes are convenient. Gives you something to aim for. And I guess he died. 7 out of 21 clocks redestroyed. Oh, I see. So he escaped. The blood does actually come from upstairs. Rematerialize. That does not make any sense. You never went anywhere. Dai realizes there is a cost to settling the score with you in this way. The cost is having to live in a desert amidst the ruins of a dead civilization for the rest of his life. He thinks that's stupid, so he pulls your pin. Help the green man live up to his name. Oh. Dying. Oh my god. There we go. We got 5, 6. Okay, Take Voodoo Doll. You grab his Voodoo Doll and stick his pin in there for a good measure. Might as well keep track of everyone you've off this way too. Not that you intend to abuse its power to settle your score. What's the point if you're not gonna get your hands dirty? Still, it might come in handy down the road. Lord English is supposedly indestructible. He is rumored to be killable only through a number of glitches and exploits in space-time. The doll may ultimately help you work the system if it comes to that. Clocks. Destroy them. 29 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. 5 out of 15 green torsos dead. Follow Blood Trail downstairs and finish him off. Problem with that is, he'll just see your future trail following him, and that'll be nothing but a loud invitation for him to mess with you some more. Besides, better to leave him alive. You think you know where he'll lead you to. Just got to be a little more subtle about tracing his blood trail. Keep your future trail out of his line of sight. Return to being Heart's boxcars. Spade Slick cannot return to being Heart's boxcars because obviously Diamond's Droog is too busy being Club's Deuce. You just watched Trace throw a punch into thin air for some reason. That guy's awfully silly. He then skulks off somewhere. You don't realize he's following Droog's past trail through the mansion until he gets to the point where it intersects with your trail, at which point he'll start following you. But we all realized it, because it's obvious and couldn't possibly be more clear. Implement nefarious scheme. You follow Droog's simple instructions. So simple, even a forgetful nincompoop like you can remember. There's a blood trail on the floor that goes in different direction than Trace went. You decide to follow it, because that sounds like a really good idea to you. If there was something you were supposed to do after helping out Droog, you'll be damned if you remember what it was. Trace catches up to where you were, but you're gone already. All he sees is the long, gross, rubbery arm of your past trail stretching through the room. He finds his comrade tied up with the stretchy rubber arms of a small man, but there is nothing gross or unpalatable about that in the least. Doze unslows himself and begins mumbling something feverishly about his hat. Oh, a fucking bomb? What the hell? They've... Okay. 7 out of 15 green torsos dead and 107 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. Finn makes his way through the mansion to get some help. He wonders where this little guy is going. Deuce's future trail is headed in the same direction he's headed, by sheer coincidence. Finn decides to follow him for a bit, keep an eye on him. For as long as Deuce's path matches his, that is. There's pretty much no chance he's headed to the same place, though. That would be statistically improbable. He's got no idea what these other goons are up to here. Funny, their future trails end here. He's not gonna stick around long enough to find out why. He's a bit too woozy from the bloodlust to sort out this mess anyway. Follow the Red Blood Road. It's uncanny. Oh shit. It's uncanny. This little guy is matching Finn's route every step of the way. He must know something. Finn decides he's got to take him out. But he can't get a clear shot. Too dizzy. And with all that C4 under Deuce's hat, firing will be a bad idea. My god, he's thought of everything. Clearly dealing with a criminal mastermind here. You stop to admire this gorgeous clock. It is so pretty. Too bad it's not ticking like so many of the clocks in this place. Not that you can blame them. There are so many clocks in this mansion, it would obviously be impractical to make sure they all work properly. Oh, look, a trail of blood. You think you'll start following it. Also, I see Slick in the back. Or, no, that's not Slick, that's the other guy. Waste exactly 4 hours on this tomfoolery. You hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel, you hate time travel. Avab, a spectator, has appeared at the strike of 4 and has been giggling at your foolishness for a number of minutes. Clubber would have been tickled to help you open this vault, at the cost of answering a few of his clever time riddles. Needless to say. If only you had thought to seek his help first, rather than charging like the silly brute you are into this deadly trap of stable and not so stable time loops. Mostly unstable, really. These guys are way too dumb to maintain even elementary looping stability for more than a couple iterations. If you weren't so preoccupied, Clubber could tell you that you could use Crowbar's help to pry anything out of a time loop, stable or otherwise. If you weren't so preoccupied, and if he weren't so dead. Hehehe. Stitch mutters to himself in his shop. He guesses eggs and biscuits are roughhousing again, because the fabric of space-time is tearing something fierce on Lord English's Cairo overcoat. This sort of thing is exactly why he keeps a backup coat, and always leaves Stitch with one of them. Any gang does well to have an in-house doctor on hand, but if you deal in time travel, you better have a damn good tailor too. Call space for backup. You tell Slick to get his scrawny ass to the vault. It's goddamn bedlam down here. You tell him you asked Deuce for backup, but surprise, surprise, he's nowhere to be found. Big surprise, you tell him. You tell him that was sarcasm. He says he knows. Slick says he'll be right there. He'll see if he can round up Drew for support. Drew says Deuce is tailing Finn, while he is tailing Deuce. He'll be there to help out Boxcars as soon as he and Deuce take care of business with Stitch. Could it be any simpler? Oh yeah, he also mentions he pumped Finn full of lead so you can cross him off the list. Roger all that. Finn busts into Stitch's workshop blubbering something about watching out for the little guy who's about to come in here. He says to watch out because he's got a bomb on his head, which is undoubtedly quite volatile, and even the slightest spark would surely set it off. Stitch sees Finn's obviously in pretty bad shape, and checks his effigy. Sure enough, the thing is in tatters, but he should be just fine if it can be patched up before he bleeds to death. Oh, well, 8 out of 15 green torsos dead. Oh, it burned. Okay. Everybody out the goddamn way. You got a half full of bomb, a fistful of penis, and a half full of empty. You know, this was back in 2010, but even in 2025, that is such a profound statement. Stitch says drop the livestock knob and settle the hell down. He says you do realize C4 is a stable explosive and won't detonate with gunfire, right? You say, oh. Sneak into Stitch's boutique. Drop it and get in. Don't bleed on the suits. Stitch says, huh? You admit the thought of carrying an imprisoned tailor wherever you go is gratifying for personal reasons. But in this case, keeping him alive should be useful in dealing with English later. Prob idiots with red cheeks. This predictably accomplished nothing. Taking your smut out of hiding turned out to be a very bad idea. Now copies from the future are appearing left and right, and these clowns have their paws all over it. Slick, where the hell are you? Remove Crowbar's pin. Dude. Transmoralized. Crowbar is alive again, and a whole bunch of other stuff is different. You forgot this gang almost seems halfway competent when he's running the show. The good news is you get to kill him again. Insert and quickly remove Snowman's pin. You have no idea how much you would like to, but even you're not that crazy. Still, kinda tempting. Everyone always seizes gunplay when Snowman's around. If you kill her, you destroy the universe. Remove knife from eye. It's not a knife, it's Snowman's cigarette holder. All you know is she's gonna have a hell of a time getting it back. Give it to Sawbuck. You chuck the lance at Sawbuck, but of course, it's only a flesh wound. Seems like that's the only sort of wound you can ever inflict on the corpulent lummox. Consequently, you and he both jump to a random point on the timeline, This looks to be in the recent past, when Stitch and Crowbar were setting up the crates for the imminent gunfight, which was very thoughtful of them. Your goons should be showing up any minute with the heavy firepower. For now, you got the drop on everybody. Kill something out of rage and frustration. Stitch gets the business end of your saber rattle. He's dead, in this timeline at least. Bring knives to the gunfight. Where do you think you're going, fatty? You'll deal with him in a minute. You whip out your double-edged sword and Occam's razor. Occam's razor, Crowbar's head. Make it happen. Crowbar deflects the King of Space into Sawbuck's unmissable carriage. You jump far into the past. Is that Vagabond? Years in... Oh, no. Years in the past. Which is to say the present, for the time being. A scurrilous straggler eyes impromptu desert skirmish. He dismisses them as a bunch of ill-mannered rogues warranting no further investigation, although he gives a small nod of approval to the plain and serviceable hat worn by one of the combatants, which strikes him as an absolutely smashing display of good fashion sense. Hit Crowbar in the head. You can't kill him yet. You need him alive to return to the original timeline. You will be taking the Crowbar, though. Stuff him in your deck of cards. You cram him in the war chest. Sawbuck you need to keep alive too, for the moment. Not to return to the right timeline, but the right time. Speaking of which, where does Tubby think he's welling off to? You dream to a bit of the old bait and switchblade. You bring in the future. You guess this is after the gunfight is over. The gunfight that never took place since you killed/kidnapped everyone who was supposed to be involved. Looks like only Boxcars is here. Carry Sawbuck like Titan Atlas would carry the world. You order Hearts to drop his top on the double before his fat lard puts you in a wheelchair. If you take Sawbuck back to your own time and kill him there, that should save you the trouble of hunting him down. Might as well take Stitch too. Maybe. You're not really sure if that's how it works. You don't really care though. You dump them in the raft tub, then stick the tub in your own deck of cards. But you give Boxcars back his sordid literature, which he had carelessly left in plain sight. No one will ever catch you leaving your smut around, and even if you did, that copy of Terrier Fancy magazine could belong to anybody. No one could prove nothing. Stick Crowbar's pinned back in again. You go back to your original timeline. But now, stuffed in your chest, you got a live Crowbar from another timeline, brought to the timeline where he is supposed to be dead. So you guess now he's alive in this timeline, which is in part defined by his death. Okay, whatever. You should probably just kill him again anyway. Also, Sawbuck from another timeline is in there too. So you guess now there are two Sawbucks? This is getting kinda dumb. You open the chest, releasing them both. Crowbar doesn't look too pleased. You deflect his gunfire into the awesome gravitational pull of Sawbuck's astonishing girth. Everybody into the past. You dodge his next round too. It seems Sawbuck from this timeline, i.e. the real Sawbuck, was in this room at this point in time. He and Crowbar exchange bullets. Off they go. They no doubt go on to spend the rest of their ammunition peppering each other throughout the timeline, destroying all these clocks in the process between now and the present. You guess that explains the mess when you got here. Thank God you figured that out. You have surely lost sleep over it. 20 out of 107 clocks redestroyed for the first time. Eventually. You know what? Never mind. Take a moment to think of some time-based one-liners. Okay, you think you got one. Time travel sure can be a double-edged sword. Wait, that was awful. Really, really bad. You're sure you can do better than that? Let's see. Sorry to... No. Time's running... No, wait, fuck. You ask yourself from the past for a little help. Time's... something about time. Time being up. No, wait, how about some kind of clock pun? No, damn it, would you just listen? You're almost onto something. Time is... Screw this, too many cooks in the kitchen. Oh, and just what does this quivering mound of blubber think he's up to? Stab first, utter puns later. Oh. Just as you hear your past self asking what happened to your eye, you jab Sawbuck with your butterfly effect knife. You remember a little while ago asking yourself about your eye, and not giving yourself an answer just before disappearing. Maybe if you stopped and thought about it for a second, you could have warned yourself and avoided the whole mess, albeit in the process of creating a paradox. But your strict policy of stabbing first and answering questions later prevented it. You're sure your past self understands/understood. You're sure of this because you very clearly remember understanding/understanding. You're now past Space Slick. Again, you were just about to pull Crowbar's pin. You guess all that stuff with your future self and Sawbuck originally happened in this room while we were all watching off someone else, like Diamond's Droog or something. That makes sense. Remove Crowbar's pin. A whole bunch of shit happens that we already saw. Like, remove Crowbar's pin. Okay, we get sent back 25 pages. PSS, be future Space Slick. Being your future self is a lot more, oh my god, is a lot more constructive because you get to do stuff you haven't already done. Looks like you're in the future. It's a bloody mess in here. The clocks are more bullet-riddled than ever, and it seems Crovar and both Sawbucks have been decapitated. You're almost certain this is something you will be or were already responsible for, which of course means more time traveling. Looks like the tub and chest are gone, which means future you must have packed up and left already. Got to take note of those sorts of things so you know where you are in the timeline. You notice something on the wall over there. What? One of the clocks that was not destroyed before is now bloody and full of holes. Not especially noteworthy. You just have a feeling you should register this fact. 108 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed. Quickly remove lens from Sawbuck. You pry the cigarette holder from his torso. Whoops, another time jump. This tub of goo keeps going for his gun. Widebody's gotta settle his big ass down. You really should incapacitate him without inflicting another wound. Knock Sawbuck unconscious. Count some sheep, bitch. Wait, the clock on the wall. It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it's about to be. It's ticking down to the time it's stuck on in the future. Maybe if you time it just right, you can end this whole mess in one fell slice. You've even got an ice cold one-liner to dish out when the time comes. You've been working pretty hard on it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hate to cut and... Wait, no, not yet. Wait for it. Hate to... No, wait. Hate to cut and... Damn it, not yet. Hate to cut and run. Shit. Hate to chop all your heads off with a sword. Real sorry about that, my bad. You slay them all with your rapier wit. Huh? Jesus, that's brutal. Really horrible. 9 out of 15 green torsos dead. 2 out of 9 green torsos deadened twice. 1 out of 5 green torsos dead for the first time, but it's an alternate universe torso, so you guess maybe it doesn't count? 7 out of 108 clocks gratuitously redestroyed. Still waiting to explode, I think, but yeah, dead. Okay, so we got number 15, 13, and 12. Huge bitch. Damn, that's rude. Also 4. You grab the tub and chest and move on. That is altogether enough of this nonsense. Call spades. You check up on Slick's status. Slick says he killed Crowbar again, Sawbuck twice, and Stitch once. You ask him if it was an alternate timeline Stitch. He says he guesses so. You say that does not count. You got the real one here. He mutters some foul language you cannot quite make out, but you tell him never mind and hurry down to meet you at the vault. He says he took some damage from Snowman. You say you know. You're having some effigies made of yourselves with your backup hats. Deuce brought Slick's crumpled backup hat, which he wound up with somehow. Not sure what happened to Deuce's. Boxcars is obviously tied up at the moment, so you can't get your hands on his yet. Slick says he's got both of your hats and he'll be down ASAP. You say alright. He says in the meantime, see what you can do about his eye. Have Stitch patch up SS effigy. Get to work, Thread Monkey. Have right eye patched up. Damn it, your sprite was flipped the wrong way. You get Diamonds on the radio and tell him to undo it and wait until your turn around. He says it's the right eye, right? Were you facing left or right? You say it's only right when facing left. It's the left eye when facing right. He says, oh, so it's the left-right eye. You say, yeah, but hang on a minute. You'll turn around so it's right-left. He says, okay, he'll wait. That's better. Arm yourself in case cans show up. If cans shows up, none of these weapons you got are going to do any good. You admire the lance for a moment. It's a pretty sweet weapon with outstanding craftsmanship. At least you got something out of the eye gouging. She'll have to pry this thing from your rigid, severed arm if she wants it back. Ride around on a horse hitcher pretending to joust. Yeehaw! Shit. There she is. Or was. You can't believe she saw you horsing around like that. You will never live this down. Shoot up Biscuit and X's effigies. Oh, unlocked album Midnight Crew Drawing Dead. Hell yeah. Stitch keeps their effigies in a big warehouse several miles away because of their ridiculous duplication tendencies. You're sure as hell not going to drive all the way over there, so you just shoot at them in person. Ringing, buzzing. This was such an unbelievably terrible idea. Oh, no! Charge. This is incredibly delirious biz nasty. Problem Sleuth 791. This is incredibly silly. What is this guy? Open image. Alright, it's deliriousbiznasty.gif. Okay. The present. Almost everyone is dead. Oh no, these guys are... Oh, yeah, shit. They exploded. Yeah, they're deader. Start whacking things with a crowbar. The first thing you whack is X's egg timer. You do this because, of course, you know that Crowbar's crowbar will destroy any temporal artifact and completely negate its effect in the timeline. Whoop. Attempt to eat eggs. Oh. Your attempt was an overwhelming success. Biscuits is looking at Tad snug in his muffin tray. He thinks it's about time to poke a broom straw in his battle. His dough will live to rise another day. See you in the future, suckers! Crowbar, Biscuit's oven, make it happen. You deal the oven a wicked flogging, but not much happens. The oven doesn't really have any magical time properties to be negated. It just travels into the future at a rate of 1 second per second like everyone else. Put dynamite in oven. Whoop. You set the bomb to go off in a few seconds, when both it and Biscuits are released from it in a few hours. Turn up heat on Biscuit's oven. You're pretty sure this oven doesn't actually work at all. You just wheel it off somewhere else in the mansion so it can explode in peace. In the future, they explode. 12 out of 15 green torsos dead. Probably some more clocks destroyed too. They don't even bother at this point. Like, Hussey doesn't even matter. Doesn't even care for the clocks at this point. Use crowbar to pry the safe open. Since your expert safecracker apparently spent the last 5 or 6 hours being totally useless down here, you figure it's time to take things into your own hands. Huh? What is this little fellow worked up about? Clobber insists that you reconsider. Using that to pry open the vault will be ever so much bad luck, like breaking 1,000 mirrors all at once. The sort of mirrors that tick and have numbers and tell time and stuff. That is the worst kind of mirror to break, luck-wise. Politely ask Clobber to remain calm. He refuses outright and starts doing a really frisky jig. Doody-doody-doody-doo. He begins spinning a fanciful series of riddles illuminating the true path to opening the vault. Mysterious music fills your ears as your mind assumes the shape of a pretzel. This is how the music would sound if we were listening to it right now. Ask Clobber for the ultimate riddle. You ask Clobber to open the safe. What's this? You think you can shoot Clobber? He's so lucky the gun will probably jam or something predictable like that. Nice try, though. You just start whacking it with a newspaper instead. You don't have to be all that unlucky to get whacked around with a newspaper. It's sort of a gray area. Check personal ads. Gazette. No clothes, no shame, no chroma. Hey, we can't show that. Hey, fuck you. This isn't a real newspaper. It's just a wrapper for your private sordid literature, which no one can ever see. Uh-oh, it's slipping out a bit. Your appetite for monochrome beauties is nearly on public display. Gotta keep a lid on that smut, especially with Clover around. Suddenly the whole ballroom is shaking. You wonder what it could be. Clover is ogling. It sounds suspiciously like Kant's about to blow through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style. You pray to God that it's not Kant's about to blow through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style. All of a sudden, Kant's blows through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style. Resistors to shout, oh yeah. Oh no! He got punched in the head. You find yourself going about your business a week later. Looks like you're doing a little grocery shopping. You're a bit confused, having no memory of the previous week. You have no idea what is on your grocery list. Are you out of milk? What kind of produce do you need to stock up on? It is all a little overwhelming. And to make things worse, the selection has too many prices and values. Oh, sweet bro, hello Jeff. Jerome? Not all the cans are the same. What's the difference? The selection has too many prices and values. God damn. It's like, who needs this fucking bullshit? It's so infuriating. Shit wears the manager. And there he goes. He has the manager's attention. And now the police are involved. Jesus Christ. Ha 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 ha. Oh my fucking god. I can't believe what he made take place. Oh, he disappears. Jesus. Alright. Use X's body as bait for cans. Battle technique, torso flail. You flail the torso Can's ward in an attempt to placate him with the red meat. Problem salute reference. Ooh. Damn. The beast gobbles the torso. He is temporarily placated by the red meat. That's pretty pretty brutal. Oh god. Okay. It doesn't work. Can's clocks boxcars entirely out of the current calendar year. You land in a totally different outdated calendar. The spirited horse. The wind of heaven is that which blows between a horse's ears. I can't read who said that. Arabian something. Okay. Looks like this one's themed with spirited horses. You'll be up to your ass in horses for a whole year. Just great. This is just what you need to be doing. Farming all those goddamn horses. Fucking pain in the ass. Ignore him and pry the safe open. You don't care what the consequences are. You're going to crack open the safe and be done with it. The whole intermission was starting to get a little punchy anyway. Oh. Everyone is dead. No. Okay. Snowman is alive. The massive release of temporal distortion from the vault transports you to a highly unfavorable timeline. Looks like the entire mansion was leveled, except for the vault and its enclosure. Everyone is dead, except for you, and you know who. But at least the safe is open. 1,000 out of 1,000 clocks destroyed, 14 out of 15 green torsos dead, 3 out of 4 black scofflaws offed. Enter the vault. There is nothing in here except an opening on the floor, or in the floor. There is a door with a keyhole, and you have a feeling you know how to open it. You only wonder why English's treasure would be locked behind a door with a spade on it. Dramatically use the spade key. You guess this is what the spade key was for all this time. You dramatically wield the spade key in a matter-of-fact manner. Peek inside the keyhole. What keyhole? It was clearly a barcode scanner all along, like the kind they sweep groceries over at supermarkets. That reminds you, you should really do some shopping next week. You're not going to peek inside because the lasers could blind you in one eye. Oh, wait. This was never a problem because there's clearly a barcode printed on your rules card for blackjack, as well as your arm. But there's nothing wrong with a little redundancy, you guess. Get on with it. Huh? There she is. Oh, are you looking for this? Well, come and get it, you contemptuous she-witch. Snowman's black inches no doubt have been responsible for more than a few red cheeks. Ow! Jesus! Well, she did pry it off from his severed arm. Oh my god. Flip your sprite. Turn waist sprite flip. You got to flip the turn waist. Scan the barcode. Oh, there's the icon. Whoa. Where'd that come from? Is that like the lid or something? I guess. This is like the... Looks like the ladder where Wayward Vagabond was in. Oh, this... Oh, I see. Okay. This guy again? Been a long time. Hey, kid. Yeah, you. MS Paint Adventures boggle vacantly at these shenanigans, CG. It begins to dawn on you that everything you're about to do may prove to have been a colossal waste of time. End intermission. Whoa, okay. Finally. Act 4. Okay, unlock desktop wallpapers. collection of wallpapers that was maintained during the first few months of Homestuck. Yes, Homestuck. Okay, it's a sound page, so hit it. Oh, dude, no fucking way. What? Probably reduce the volume there. Okay, wow. This is like a really fucking cool thing. Oh my god, my hammer, I forgot. Yeah, alright. Grist, hell yeah. Okay. There's a map, which I'm not going to use just yet. Should probably click there. Use the arrow keys, spacebar to attack, hold shift while attacking for dual wielding. Drawing and writing and stuff by Andrew, duh. Programming by Alexis Bangsner, damn he's good. Additional art assets by Cindy, hooray. Doctor, written by George Buzinkai, or Buzinkai. Remixed by Michael Vallejo and Clark Powell, round of applause. Salamander. Hi. No! No. I guess I gotta, like, click on them. Greet creature. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Anything else? Introduce yourself to the local amphibious fauna. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, what? Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh. Collected something. Whoa. Jesus. That's a mail thingy or something? Hell yeah. Hear what this fellow has to say. This thing right here? You've never seen a parcel Pyxis? Incomprehensible. Okay, I'll play your pretend game for a minute. It is a receptacle connected to our network of pipes. We use them to send stuff to different places. They are fully intertwined with our customs and social practices. If there is something we want, we chisel it on a mini tablet and drop it in. Who receives it? Hard to say. But if you encounter a mini tablet and you possess what is achieved on it... What is achieved? And you possess what is chiseled on it, it is considered only polite to drop it in the Pyxis. Similarly, if you encounter a parcel Pyxis that has a prize in it already, you are obligated to keep the prize for yourself. Consider it to be a gift to you from the breeze. This is just the way things work. Whenever one of us is standing near one of these, we feel compelled to give this little speech about it. Alright. Okay, well, I went down. Can I cross this? Oh yeah, I can. Hi. I am told your name is John, is that correct? Yep, that's right. Approach the indigenous kindly. I am a secret wizard. Behold my robes. Yeah, sure. You wonder what the hell a secret wizard is. This guy is making you a little nervous. You don't think you'll ask him for your bedsheet back? Oh yeah, that's his bedsheet. Okay. More rocks or something. How exciting, a parcel for you. Retrieve it. On-card mini tablet. Oh, these look a little odd. What's that? Cobbled. I wasn't expecting to do a gameplay. Like, literally. Speak. I am freaking out here. Do you know what this is? It is a huge log of crooksite. More than I have ever seen. It is the most precious material in existence. Why, if I had access to a means of producing an unlimited supply, I would be the richest salamander in the land. Just kidding. It's completely worthless. Here, you want it? It's free. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you, salamander. Yeah, okay. Oh no, my book. No, my other book. Rock. Don't pick the rock. Whoa, another one? This is great. Something is in there. Take a look. You got a chisel. Stop picking up the rocks. Oh my... Ugh. What the hell? Oh, that's pretty big river or something. Okay. Go down. Oh, I think this is a loop. Does the map open? Oh, okay. It seems I can't go there. Alright, just go. Like, all this area is explored already. Just go up. I guess they respawn. So what was the map for this one? Pretty simple. Okay, just go right. Okay, open it, open it. Mini tablet. Hat. I'm not sure I have a hat. Maybe I do, I don't know. Hi. Not long ago, all these underlings started creeping out of the pipework, and they have been a nuisance to say the least. But just a few moments ago, they've been spilling from the land in greater supply, wearing more flamboyantly preposterous outfits than ever. Why, you ask? On account of a series of mysterious and arcane witchcraft magic spells? Haha, just kidding. I have no idea. Okay. I have a feeling if I pick that up, it's gonna throw shit out. Oh, okay. I tried and just expelled the rock. Ouch. Darn you. Oh, this is different. John, this will lead you to new frontiers in this land. Are you sure you are done with this place and ready to move on? There may have been some things you missed. Oh. Because what part of this? Oh, okay, yeah, just exit. I don't want to exit just yet. This one contains a prize, another success for the postal system. Gross. This one's full of tar. Ow. Just touching them injures John. Damn. Been playing like a dumbass. Peer into a large opening. You think you can make out a very faint noise below. Is it snoring? Oh shit, I've been ignoring this. Nana, there are more imps than ever down here, and they seem to be getting stronger. Yes, dear, there are plenty of imps up here too. I had to start giving them some cookies because I baked too many. I hope you don't mind. No, that's okay. Also, they look different. This is because a new prototyping has taken place. Roses, yeah. Huh? Your pretty young friend has joined you in the medium. Whoa, wait, Rose is here? Where is she? Will I find her down here somewhere? Oh, settle down, all of you. There are more than enough cookies to go around. Nana, damn it. Will you stop messing around with those stupid imps for a second? Nana. Damn. Go up here. You got an exquisite pipe. Sure. Hi. Wanna buy this? It fell from Skya, I guarantee it. Buy a Harlequin figure? No. Fine, I'll just be over here sitting pretty with this choice clown thing, or whatever it is, and you will be there wallowing in pitiable destitution. Whatever you say. Another salamandre. Alright, Greek creature. Glop. That's my way of saying go over there and check it out. Glop can basically mean anything I want it to mean. It's really cool having a bullshit language. Okay. Maybe you should try using your telescope here. This one's empty, put something in. Oh wait, I do have a hat. Oh shit. Wait. I guess the hat. What was the button for the inventory? X. Do I have my telescope or do I have to retrieve it? I guess I have to retrieve it somewhere. Oh. John isn't directly cognizant of your greeting, but I'm sure he would feel otherwise. Yeah. Stop picking up rocks. Okay, check the map again. It's just that. Gate 1. There's another area down here. Okay. Stop. I don't want to pick up rocks. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna turn the music off. It's been playing long enough. This thing right here, you have never seen a parcel... Oh, what's that? Their economy of anonymous intra-global pipe-based bartering may seem quaint, but you will do well to get accustomed to it. The true heir must learn the ways of the peoples of the land to progress through the gates. Wait, so I am the heir? Didn't I tell you, John? No! Who? I mean, did you read the book? Pretty sure the book just says an heir of breath. Whoa. The hell? This was sacred and precious. It is very sad to look at. Looks like the imps made short work of it, or judging by the damage to the stone, probably something bigger. Man, these guys must really hate frogs. What's up with this thing? Amphibious and reptilian life forms play a special role in your quest, John. What kind of role? Like frogs and stuff? Especially frogs, John. Huh? Yeah, especially that. Look at this! Another cherished idol profaned! Such sacrilege has become commonplace with the recent glut of underlings. It would bring a tear to my eye if I were not so clearly fit to be tied with these hyperactive mannerisms and severe attention deficit. Oh my god, look, a book! Ah! Alright. Move out of the way. Did I mess this up? Hold on. Oh no, it's right here. Oh, there was my telescope. Motherfucker. No, my glasses. No, my PDA. Fuck you. I'm not picking up a rock. And a mushroom. I'm not picking up that thing. There's nothing inside. What else did they ask me? Man, I don't know. Okay, have it. If you're at a loss, click the control button up there. I'm told your name is John. Is that right? Yes, you're right. What's up here? The stars are moving? What do you mean? What are these things you call stars? Oh, you mean the fireflies. They become trapped under the clouds when the slumbering one casts a spell on them. Okay. How did he cast a spell on them when he was asleep? Well, he wasn't always asleep, you goofball. When he was awake, he was asked by some really terrible guys to commission a whole bunch of underlings. He then went about befouling our land with all this slush, clogging up our beautiful pipes, and now I can barely breathe. He was sort of a huge dick. Once he tuckered himself out with all that, I guess he decided to take a nap. Oop. John isn't directly cognizant of your dream, but I'm sure. Oh, sure. The terrible guys? They're a bunch of mean fellows who like to push people around. They're called agents. They're not usually a problem, but they sure did put a spring in their step when the heir showed up. Whoever that is. If I ever meet him, I wouldn't mind punching him in the snout to accomplish some purpose, I suppose. I don't know. What were we talking about? Damn, why do you want to punch John? That's rude. Yes, the spell. The spell I'm sure you've heard from a reliable source cannot be broken unless the slumbering one is first woken up and then slain. Then the breeze will again flow through the pipes, and the fireflies will be released and allowed to go home. But I do not envy the adventurers who will presumably take on this responsibility. The pipes are sacred to us for reasons you probably consider primitive and stupid. In fact, they probably are primitive and stupid, objectively speaking, but I'm okay with that. Okay. No, click the salamander. As the consorts of this land, we are predictably persecuted by dark forces, and require a hero for our salvation. Alas, there is no hero in sight. Wait a minute, it's you. You are the hero, aren't you? Of course you are. I was so foolish to speculate otherwise through dubiously solicited monologue. Duh. Lol. What's this one doing? Farming these goddamn mushrooms. Fucking pain in the ass. Okay. Is that all of them? There's more at the bottom. Oh, you can alter the volume here? Okay. Didn't know that. Stop moving. I have renamed myself Crumple Hat. I have dishonored my ancestors beyond comprehension with this frivolous accessory. Wow. That's hysterical. What a mushroom. And another one. A chunk of amber and a firefly. A chunk of amber and a firefly. I'm repeating that because I probably said something really stupid at first and then I'm correcting myself just now. Okay, I'm gonna go back over there because you can use the telescope. And I was like, wait, do I have my telescope? Yeah, I fucking do. Does this have another... Yeah, it's got another entrance. Over here. Ow, ow. Move. Alright. So, X for this. I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Oh. Yeah, the fireflies. Whoa, that is the house. And the first gate, I assume. Huh. Nana, are you there? Yes. I just saw my house from below. What gives? Why did the gate take me down here? All the gates do, John. To ascend, each time you must first descend. Alright. So I guess I scramble around down here until what? Until you find the next gate. It is hidden somewhere in the land. Okay, so I get to that gate and go in, then what? Where does it take me? Further up maybe? But I haven't even built that high yet. So you see why you had to build in the first place, John. You must have a little faith in your dear old Nana. Yeah, well, I do, Nana, but I'm still not really getting it. Does the next gate down here take me back up to the house or something? Please don't say hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Alright. Oops. I think we can just move on. Ouch. Here, and then go... No. Go over here now. Shit. Man, where do I go from here? Motherfucker, it's like right over there. Ah, no! Fucking hell, dude. Ugh. Fucking accidentally reset the whole game. Alright, boys, we gotta go back to page 1. Alright, never mind. Okay, I didn't see this. John, can you hear me? Yeah, Nana, where are you? I'm still in the house, dear. I'm afraid I cannot accompany you in your journey, but I can talk to you like this. If you ever need me to provide a puzzling half answer to one of your questions. Okay, thanks, Nana. You should begin exploring and talking to locals. They will be able to provide you with some new insight into your quest, and may illuminate some matters on which I have remained coy to this point. Hoo hoo. Yeah, what's up with that, Nana? Did the game make you all coy and prankster when you became a sprite, or were you always like that when you were alive? Oh, wouldn't you like to know, dear? Hoo hoo hoo. Ha ha ha, okay. Okay. What the hell? Do I pick these up? You deactivate your Gauss gauntlets for the time being. It gets pretty distracting, flailing them around all the time when all you're trying to do is explore. Oh, it's the hammer. Okay. Have I gone through here? I think not. Huh. Okay. Go down and then go downstairs because I'm pretty sure I've discovered all there is here. Oh. Down here, yes. Yes. Oh, I guess it, yeah. Okay. In a future settled askins of the present, collateral desecration marks the sacred / illicit. Oh, the worm shooting lasers at this guy. Okay, yeah. Shoots a rocket, lands there, probably destroys the worm. And I guess she's angry? There's a rocket, this guy's flying around, he lands. Huh. Oh! He knows what the icon is. Well, he went right over there with him. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. In the mystic ruins of an era pre-desecration, an ancient time capsule has blossomed. You find nested in its petals a juice-stained Esper Beta, once belonging to one of your friends. What will you do? Take the discs. You capture lock the Esper Beta. It uneventfully tucks itself into your Silatex. You think you're getting kind of bored with this fetch modus. You like to mix it up now and then. Maybe you'll peruse your selection and try out another one. Yeah, back to the page where we selected the modus. Yeah, these. Switch to Jenga. Did I fucking predict it? I don't remember. I generally don't remember the Jenga modus ever being used, and here it is. I was just like, yeah, we'll go with Jenga because I personally would like to have a Jenga modus. I don't know. You swap your modus to Jenga, ejecting your Silodex in the process. Looks like the time capsule has reset itself. Never to be open or blossom in the 413 years, I assume. It is sprouting a new bud. Presumably something else will come out when it blooms again in about 400 years. Oh, there we go. See? This is what happens when you don't fucking read. You just assume and then you become surprised when it's like, oh my god, yeah, 400 years. Dumbass. Too bad you won't be around to find out what it is. Your modus grabs the 18 cards needed to set itself up. It divides each card into 3 capsule blocks. You begin picking up your items. The item is capsule locked, chopped into 3 blocks, and distributed randomly into the block tower. You gather up the rest of your items. Might as well try it out. You go for all the blocks containing your tangle buddies. Careful. Careful. Ooh. Uh-huh. Switch to Pictionary. Yeah, that one obviously is not going to work. You switch to Pictionary, a choice based on a strong whim from the mysterious ethers of democracy. Clue, Jenga. Only 227 votes, huh? Try a new Pictionary modus. Okay, you start by trying to grab your launch top. After you ditch an unwelcome solicitor first, that is. You've got to concentrate here. Draw a launch top. You draw a really nice looking squiddle lunchbox on the capsule lock scribble pad. The modus recognizes what you were trying to draw and snaps it right back up. Right up. Nice going. Capsule lock beta. Look at these fabulous beta envelopes you just drew. Your Celtics thinks they're fabulous too. Yeah. Thanks, Dave. The B, the heart turns into a B. 11. Oh. Thanks, Dave. Quick, random scribbling. You do a very quick doodle of nothing in particular. The scribble pad appears to be processing the shapes. Is that Charles Dutton? Since you do not actually have a Dutton photo lying around, the pad capture locks a Dutton photo ghost image. It is not tangible, and can never be used ever. It seems to be more of an imprint of the card itself, like a watermark. However, the back of the card does seem to contain a viable CAPTCHA code for a real Dutton photo, for whatever it's worth, which is very little. Draw a pumpkin. Yay. You sketch a beautiful, succulent pumpkin, knowing perfectly well that a pumpkin ghost image will be capture locked, because you're quite sure there is not a pumpkin in this room, and there surely never will be. You capture lock a pumpkin ghost image. At least you have the capture code for it on the back in case you ever want to replicate a real one. That's really cool. Oh no, okay. Get the rest of your items. Oh, that's gonna be tough. You start by drawing your tangle buddies, but looks like it's having trouble understanding the shapes. Darn, you wanted those. Capture lock base on card with Dutton ghost image. It's not up to you to say what card goes on. The modus decides. All you get to do is draw. Anyway, you try sketching your eclectic vase. It's kind of hard to draw accurately. No, that's just the goat image of a ordinary base. That's not right. You try again, focusing on getting all the mechanical details just right. Ah! Oh no, busted. The jig is up. Oh wow. You return to your bedroom without the rest of your loot. You doubt you'll have time to go back and get it. You guess you have inadvertently left your own time capsule there for whatever party may find in the future. Lucky bastards. You get to start installing both discs. Might as well get a jump on it to avoid the sort of future drama that results from poor time management decisions. Best your chums. Oh my god, look at the trolls. In the meantime, you decide to touch base with your pals. No, not those pals. The troll slump can just sit tight for now. Rose? Are you there? I went through the gate. Nana said you might be here too. Are you in kind of this spooky, glowy place with oily rivers and stuff? Let me know, okay? John, hi. Hi, Jade. Guess where I am? Are you on the ground below Clouds yet? Yeah. Wait, how do you know that's where the gate goes? Do you talk to Rose?
Can she still see me while I'm down here? She won't answer. No, I haven't talked to her yet, but I'd like to soon. I've got a lot of catching up to do with all of you. Sorry, I've been so scarce. I've just been busy running around like crazy and looking after my dog and stuff all day. I think he just locked me in my room, actually. Oh man, he sounds like such a handful. Yeah, but it's okay. I think he's mostly just looking after you, like a guardian angel or something. If I were you, I would take him out behind the woodshed and give him a big hug. As opposed to Dave's take him to a woodshed and blow his head off. I don't think it was blow his head off, just shoot him in the back of the head. Hey John, can you hold on? I have to talk to Dave and start playing this game with him. Oh? What game? Esberb. Duh, what else? What? I thought you didn't even know what Esberb was. Oh, jeez, I was asleep when I said that, silly. Of course I know what it is. Oh, okay. Where do you even get it? From the ruins. It's Dave's copy. Wow. The thing you just said doesn't even make the slightest bit of sense. I know, right? Oh, that reminds me, since I'm setting the game up with Dave to be his server, you're going to need to do the same thing for me. Oh, really? This is news to me. Can you see from where you're standing the place your dad's car would have fallen? Oh, yeah, I think so. It'll be kind of a long walk, though. This place is huge. You should go there and get your copy of the server and set up with me. Oh, and also get your package. Okay. Wait, how do you know my dad's car fell down here? John, will you stop trying to trap me? You told me the car fell, remember? Jeez. Okay, fine. Well, calling me suspicious anyway? Miss Know-It-All McPsychic Pants. John, I'm not any more psychic than you, though. Okay, sure, I'm convinced. You have convinced me. Psychic. Also, I told you the package was in the car, but I never mentioned the game was there too. So, kind of totally busted, I guess. Give me a P, give me an S. Ha ha ha, oops, okay. I mean, I know lots of things, but I am really serious. It's no more information than what you have access to. But you don't know it yet. Anyway, we can talk more about it soon. I won't have to be so coy with you anymore, because I'm pretty sure most of the stuff that was supposed to happen has already happened. I couldn't tell you about it because it would have messed it up. Okay, that's fair. Just give me a few minutes while I set up this game, and say hi to the salamanders for me. She knows everything. Oh shit. Pester Rose. Turns out Godhead began pestering Tentacle Therapist. Hey, will you open your laptop already? See, this is why you need a phone or something that alerts you to important messages, instead of leaving them trapped under 3 inches of fucking yarn. Laptops don't need cozies. Nothing needs cozies. Cozy's a goddamn adjective. Maybe I'll crochet myself an iPhone snuggly. What is this place anyway? What are you doing? I can see your whole damn house here if you want to get filled in or something. I'm sort of the guy with the big picture here. Don't make me bop you on the head with a wizard. I'll do it. Okay, no I won't. Yet. I guess I'll bone up on the FAQ for a while, so I don't do anything stupid and deploy like 10 Crocs flangers and fuck up the whole game. Oh my god, so many words. Do you think like the Pulitzer Committee is secretly scouring the dregs of the GameFAQ archives or something? Damn, I can't read this shit, I'm sorry. Guard and Gnostic began pestering Tartic Godhead. Yo. Whoa, okay, hey. So you're finally playing the game with Rose? Yeah, but she won't answer me. She's probably just exploring. I'm sure she will come around soon. But it's great that you got her out of there in time. Pretty much, you have no idea how much I fucking own at this game. I bested no less than 3 flaming tornadoes and broke a huge wizard. So how does it feel to be a big-time hero, Mr. Bravey Brave McHero Pants? Feels like I am in sports, all alone, and I am the star. It's me. And then the big man comes. But it turns out to be crazy what kind of basketball this man plays. The hoop is on fire. I forget how it goes. No, you got it. We're good. Reference secured. Yes, so now it's my turn to be the star. I'll be your hero. It's me. Wait, what? I installed the game. I'm connecting to you as a server player. Oh man, this is ridiculous. I just set this shit up with Rose and now I got to do like some double duty thing. I mean, I own it the game and all, but can't I just relax for half a second? Don't worry, you can keep playing with Rose while I just set up a few things. I figure I will get a good head start to avoid all the drama you guys are always getting into. Such a bunch of drama queens. What? Look, I was getting my ass handed to me by my bro on the roof for like an hour and a half. I got served like a dude on Bottler Island. Drama. Wait, does this mean there's a big meteor coming soon? Yes! When you activate the thing, will it start the countdown and summon the meteor? It'll come when it comes, regardless of what we do. The timer really just lets you know when it's coming. Are you totally sure about this? Yes, look, here it is. Bit.ly image. Oh. Dreambot video log recorded on August 26th of 2008. 8? Okay. Dave's Meteor. Okay, yes, that image is definitely conclusive proof of something and is 100% understandable by anyone who looks at it. How big is this thing? It is really, really big. Like the size of Rhode Island or Texas or what? I need some context to know how much crap I should be shitting into my pants. Okay, I don't actually know. Well, as if like one the size of a bus wouldn't kill me anyway. Haha, yeah. Wait, hold on. Rose is finally opening her stupid laptop, so do your thing, I guess. Have fun. Thanks, I will. Answer troll. I'm pulling my hair, finally. Carcinogeneticist began trolling ectobiologist. Hey, John, calm the hell down. How do you find me? Find you? What do you mean? I changed my chum handle to ditch you guys. How do you find me? Oh, ha, 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 ha. This is the little words humans say repeatedly when something tickles their absurdity palate, right? Lame. We never lost you. Your ruse didn't fool us. It just so happens we didn't particularly give a shit about talking to you in that time frame. What, the last few months? We have the entire continuum of your existence to choose from when contacting you. The period was unremarkable. Sort of like your whole life, but I guess I mean it was especially unremarkable. This has been explained to you so often it would make me sick to my human stomach if I had one of your human stomachs. Okay, this time I'll believe you that you're not human, because the skepticism center of my brain is starting to wear kind of thin, I guess. But you're still a major asshole, and I don't actually want to talk to you, so bye. Wait, but I'm not here to troll you this time. We're friends, okay? Oh man, look at this outburst of little human words I'm saying, from my human mouth. Fine, you can think I'm a fucking douche, and maybe I am, but here's the fact, idiot. I've already had lots of conversations with you. In the future, your future. I've kind of been working backwards here for a while, and it's a little frustrating. Every time I go further back, you know less and less, and you don't remember anything I said because it hasn't happened yet, and I have to repeat myself a lot, and I'm getting pretty fucking sick of it. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, it's not like I mapped out this trolling onslaught very well in advance. When you troll someone, you just sort of do it. You don't start drawing flowcharts and diagrams and stuff. Wait, you have something to do with this game, don't you? I should have known. Oh, God, not again. No, fuck no. I am just not going to explain this to you again. You'll get plenty of dirt on all this from me in future conversations. Tedious conversations. Ones I've already had with you. Where your demeanor will gradually become inexplicably and revoltingly friendly towards us. And so I guess it just was kind of infectious and now we're all buddies, I think. It's really weird. This human emotion you call friendship. Friendship is not an emotion, fucknuts. See, that is what I'm talking about. You're much more tolerable a guy than I thought at first, okay, John? Why are you kissing my ass? What do you want? Why don't you just tell me what's going on? Are you in the medium? Okay, fine, yes, we are. Like here in this land with the clouds and oil and stuff? More of this narcissism. You always think everything revolves around you. We have nothing to do with your dumb little windy planet or your petty little quests. Or for that matter, your entire game session. You're not the only ones playing the game. Every group of players gets their own distinct blank slate session, as will be explained to you many times. So why don't you just explain it again so I know, so I don't ask so much in the future? No, fuck this shit, just no. I'm ending this conversation because I've said it all too many times, and because you can't understand because you're dumb. Wow, yeah, you're totally not trolling me, bro. I see now we are BFFs forever. The fact that you are dumb is an immutable fact that I am stating for the record. It does not mean animosity is what is taking place here. Oh, okay. So, what do you want? I need you to tell your friend Jay to talk to us. She won't answer our messages in this time frame. It's important. Yeah, I don't blame her for not answering. She pretty much just can't stand you guys because of all the trolling you did before, remember? Okay, our bad on that. Just tell her we're sorry, and to get her gross and totally unattractive human butt off her ugly human eye horse and answer my messages. Maybe. We'll see. I'm still not really sold on this friendship thing yet. But I've got to go now and get on with my petty little quests. So I'll talk to you in the future, I guess. Jerk face. Search for your father's car. It's going to be a hike. There's something up ahead through the forest. Settle this dispute in a rational diplomatic manner. Go back to these three guys. You settled a dispute in the only way you can presently imagine how to settle a dispute, with cans of lukewarm sugary liquid and centuries-old rations. If only you had access to some means of heating things up. But it matters not. You warm yourselves in the glow of this human emotion called friendship. It's not an emotion. Okay. Deploy alchemitter. It's almost as if this broken air conditioning unit was skilled to be a perfect fit for the alchemitter all along. Weird. No, Jay, don't do that. No. This is gonna scare him. Do you think, like, the Pulitzer committee, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit. Hold, please. Hold what? I see you at your computer typing. What are you doing? Dang, hold on. No, seriously, stop talking to me for a second. It looks like Jade is dropping the doomsday tube thingy in my room. BRB, gotta make sure she doesn't break all my shit. She can, there's a lot of cables. Hey, wait. These darn birds are in the way. What are they doing in your apartment anyway? Also, they're adorable. I always keep birds in here, it's sort of my thing. Oh, kind of like all those silly naked puppets are your bros thing? No, that's irony. This is like sincere, honest-to-God psychosis. I'm trained to be a lame, gothy supervillain. Also, I think I can't put it down because of the wires on the floor. Okay, well, maybe you should take the opportunity to put it somewhere that isn't stone cold retarded. I wish I'd play more games. This is hard. No, it's not. Move Dave's bed to the roof. No. Jade is connected with you? Where did she get the discs? I don't know. How does she do any of the loopy bad shit nonsense she does? Maybe she pulled them out of the volcano over there on Blood Monkey Mountain. Wait. So you mean to tell me she was able to connect with you in timely fashion without waiting until you were on the brink of annihilation? We went over this. I was a little bogged down in the epic swaddle of legendary puppet taint. I've done nothing but wait for boys to play this game with me all day. First John lollygagging with the client, and then you with the server, downright filibustering my existence with unending fraternal melee. And yet a girl, one who didn't even own the game, was able to connect with you minutes after you connected with me. Wait, what the hell is she doing? She's taking my bed, what the hell? And there she goes. She has the karma. Deploy Cruxture in its place. So seriously, what were you doing just now? I was talking to someone. Who? You remember the trolls? Yeah. One of them messaged me. So I indulged him, her, it for a moment. Oh, I see you opted to chat up one of those D-bags instead of talk to the guy who saved you from a swirling shitstorm of angry flaming wizards. I was worried your priorities might have been out of whack. But no, I was dead wrong. I also took a moment to check on John. How is he? I can't see him anymore, just his empty house. But I did talk to him briefly. I should probably text him soon, see what's up, because I love him. I know. So this place you're at now, it's the same place he's at, right? It's hard to say for certain, but I think I like it here. Replace television with Totem lathe. Organize Dave's puppets. Ugh. This whole place is a disorganized mess. It kind of reminds you of your room, but full of weird and ironic stuff instead of cute and great stuff. Your stuff is so much better. You're pretty sure these are all Dave's bro puppets. You better not mess with them. Frankly, his brother makes you a little nervous. Tidy up Strider's apartment a little. Oh, where is she putting the towel? What the apartment needs is a woman's touch. You grab a towel you found lying around and dampen it with water from the toilet. This is how ordinary people clean ordinary houses, right? Oh, oops, you dropped it. There goes the the toilet. Whoa, she's got a lot of Bilkrist. Oh, fuck. Okay, sound page. Cautiously drink tap. Blech, too warm. Need to find something to chill this down with. Something to heat up your delicious gravy would be nice too. Retrieve mysterious artifacts from ruins even. You excuse yourself for a moment and retrieve a few of your personal belongings. These should really impress your visitors. That musty old toy on the floor ought to make a nice peace offering for the feisty tall one too. You're quite certain that ladies like squishy, useless things like that. Introduce new friends to John. The yellow bandaged fellow seems to have slogged off somewhere, but the tall male carrier with the lovely white complexion would probably get a kick out of your big computer with the weird boy on it. You show her inside. The hole blown into the station by the caution guy's rocket leads into the third room, which had been locked. Unsurprisingly, there is another sort of gizmo in here, and you have no idea what it does. The station is very low on power, so you don't think you'll be able to find out. You unlock the third room from the inside and go to the computer room. There he is! The funny boy you were talking about! His name is John. You encourage your alabaster friend to say hi to him using the human keypad communication system. I could just imagine Peregrine Mendican being like, "Fuck me sideways, do you live like this?" But instead she takes note of your nice chalk drawings and pays you a compliment. Oh, never mind. She's actually nice. You're somewhat mystified by the fact that she is more impressed by your silly drawings than your amazing technology. Maybe simple things are the key to the heart of a lady. You do not know because you do not know anything about ladies, really. They are a riddle draped in a mystery wrapped in a post-apocalyptic shroudware. You decide to give her the chalk. She is grateful for the colorful present and thinks it looks fun. Oh! Suddenly a powerful aroma hits your non-existent nostrils. Someone is cooking something delicious. It demands investigation. You stop and examine the kind mayor's device. It is quite similar to the one in your station before the unfortunate accident, the one with the familiar-looking girl on it. Perhaps this one is best left alone. Still, there is something familiar about the boy on this monitor too. I am told your name is John, is that correct? Yep, that's right. It's nice to meet you, John. John isn't directly cognizant of your greeting, but I'm sure he would feel likewise. Okay, John, let's explore this place. Okay, have at it. If you're at a loss, click the controller button up there. This may or may not mean anything to you, depending on your current perspective. Oh, it means a lot. For sure. This is great. Something is in there. Take a look. You got a mini tablet for a shoe. There's nothing inside. Should we put something in it? You drop in one of your precious shoes. I was thinking of dropping a shoe, and I'm like, that's pretty shitty. But yeah, no, there's a fucking mini tablet. There was a mini tablet with a shoe because someone wanted a shoe. And there we go, yeah. Fuck. You drop in one of your precious shoes. You hate to see it go, but you have to follow the custom and give it what the tablet asks for. Same with this one, you guess. At least this hat didn't technically belong to your dad. You made it yourself. I am a secret wizard. Behold my robes. Behold robes? Yes or no? Yes. You wonder what the hell a secret wizard is. You don't think you'll ask him for your bedsheet back. Hooray, this one contains a prize. You got an on-card mini tablet. Open it. You got a chisel. How excited, a parcel for you to retrieve it. You get a chunk of amber. You get a chunk of... Why am I repeating myself? Converse. I have renamed myself Crumblehead. Yeah, okay. Good place to keep a lookout. There's the image. The site. There's the site that we found of John's house. And the text that we read, yeah. I just saw my house from below. Seer. Seer, can you hear me? Apparently she can. Though usually she goes by Rose. Have a look around, Rose. You have much to discover. Whoa. Go over the river and through the woods. Dude, I love this. Wasn't there like a name for this styles? Like serious mode or hero mode? I think it was hero mode. Whoa. There is a copper Gyclops, a tar basilisk. 2 tar basilisks. Drop a toilet in Dave's room. Oh my god. She fell asleep. Oh god. Oh my god. She set everything off. And also got toilet water on the table. This is the worst shitting thing I've ever seen. The thing that just happened. Hi, Dave. Jesus, and the worst thing is, all the juice I drank, I mean, you just had to figure all that juice was going to come back to haunt me. Like Frankenstein's incontinent fucking ghost. It was like Chekhov's juice. What? Let me be perfectly clear. What I'm trying to say is, it's like fucking Christmas up in my bladder here. And where do I find my toilet? Oh look, here it is, amputated in my room, gagged with a towel like a fucking prison hostage. And now the crock exploder is counting down. 4 hours. Oh, I guess that's not that bad. 4 hours until what? What? Oh god, are you asleep? I think I might be. Oh, okay, let's just not panic here. I'm not panicking, I feel fine. Let's try to play it cool and not break all my shit. Also, don't put anything weird in the seizure kernel. I'm going to go find somewhere to pee. Don't watch me, okay? Like, I know you dream about me enough already. Let's keep some shit left to the imagination, okay? I won't look, okay? Jeez. The last thing I need is for your weird brain webcam to be snapping shots of my dong. Your grandpa was a sick fuck. Why would he build a voyeur bot for a little girl? Fuck. Stop being a huge baby and go pee. Use now empty apple juice bottle as pee receptacle. You begin to hatch a brilliant plan. No. Once you're done, he'll capture log this bottle and send the code to Egbert and tell him it's something really important. Then he'll make it and be like, oh man, yes, apple juice, I'm so thirsty. Hey dude, here's a sweet code. Hey dude, thanks for the sweet code. Ugh. But he will not be drinking delicious juice. Oh no. He'll be choking down a world of hot piss. And it will serve him right for liking all those dumbass movies, unironically. But that all sounds like a big waste of time, so you just go in the shower. Kick that puppet out of the shower. Oh no. Frown. Dave. What? Frown. What is it? Dave, this poor bird. What bird? The one with the sword through it. I wouldn't know anything about that. But isn't this your sword? That could be anyone's sword. What does it look like? Is it a cheap piece of shit? Because I only bother with high quality blades, forged by stoic Asian masters. Hells of rude kinds of expensive. All I know is it's sharp and it's through a bird and it's a sword. End of story. I'm going to help the poor bird. Wait, what do you mean? Damn it, hold on a minute. Retrieve Dave's copy of Esper and the Impaled Crow. Or Crow. Put something weird in the seizure kernel. No! No, don't put that thing there. No. Ugh. Wow, awesome. So now I guess instead of having a wise or helpful spirit guide sprite thing, I'm stuck with this brainless, feathery asshole. What do you mean? I just brought the cute birdie back to life. Isn't he great? We need to wake you up. You're not very logical like this. Kind of dumb, really. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I was tired. Yeah, but come on, you sleep like 20 hours a day. Well, you're out of luck. I will wake up when I'm good and ready. Wake up. Where are you sitting? Are you on your bed? Yes, why? What side? The right side. Why? Okay, here's what I want you to do. Just humor me. Raise your left hand. Okay? Now just kind of swat the air to your left. Robo-slap. No. Use gunpowder and empty crates to make campfire. Great. A bunch of food. It's probably like, they get this... I think it's like food that they found, or... No, I don't think anything was in the fridge. The refrigifier. They're talking about Tangle Bodies and the Peregrine Mendicant. Okay. It's just an arrow, yeah. Win over that fine carapace in gray. Love. Huh? This guy? That girl? Wayward. You're vaguely reminded of something. It's hard to remember. It was so many years ago. So many years ago, entrenched in the temporally oblique. Oh, a car. What have we here? An illegally parked vehicle. You sure hope this guy's got a swollen pork hollow. He just landed himself in Citation City. AR? Surround the scene with caution tape. This looks much more orderly. Public safety has been assured. Your sworn duty as an authority regulator has been upheld. Write the owner of this vehicle a ticket. Parking citation, 10,000 boo dollars. Hello, what have we here? You discover a couple of unauthorized parcels in the cabin of the vehicle. You confiscate them immediately. You are a simple parcel mistress on one of your routes. Today is another day of uneventful but highly satisfying deliveries. You stop in your tracks. It is a dangerous agent from the enemy kingdom. Perhaps you should avoid him. Please deliver this. But you notice he's holding 2 parcels. You recognize one of them. You will spend a long time looking for it. It looks like you're going to need to get that package from him somehow. Oh, dude, he's fearless. He's going at it. Sons of bitches are harder to kill than you thought they would be. Okay. No, John. No. Is that a horn? Oh, it's a rifle. Okay, bam. Someone is helping him. Okay, what was it? What was the name of that thing? Shit, I forgot. I'm not going back to the page just to see what the fucking name of that was. Okay, I did. It was a tar basilisk. The tar basilisk was destroyed, and the Cyclops absconds. Who the fuck is that? Is Grandpa? Grandpa Harley is holding a book. What the fuck? You could have sworn that strange man was holding your copy of Colonel Sassacre's Stargaze. It is a clear and peaceful night. A delicious meal has been shared with new friends. The glow of the ammunition fire gradually subsides. All is well. But you can't shake the feeling there is something familiar about all this. There is something you are forgetting. Of course. Now you remember. You must deliver a message to John right away. Goes over to the screen. Women. Retrieve package. You conclude you have no choice. You will march right up to him and ask politely for the package. Wait a minute. What's this? Ugh, crappy sorry, John. John drew that? It is a carved mini tablet. The carving is not especially clear, to say the least, but your wealth of delivery experience allows you to decipher it immediately. It is the other parcel the agent is holding. It appears you will need to acquire both from him now. It is your sworn duty. You do not have a sword, a ready sword. You do not have a sword. You're quite sure it would never occur to you to carry a sword or resort to violence under any circumstance. You will have to take a more diplomatic route with this fellow. Doff your hat to the attractive female. You doff so furiously you're in danger of starting a hat fire. Probably not the best idea around all this oil, especially without any sort of flame suppressant handy. Barbasol. Retrieve both parcels. He cannot give them to you. They are illegal contraband, and if you wish to petition for their release, you must consult with his superiors. You show him the carved mini tablet. As he can plainly see, you have signed authorization to deliver one of the parcels. He gives you the envelope, but he retains the package. You quickly drop the envelope into the empty pyxes. It is out of your hands now. The breeze will know where to take it. You follow the agent. We must not lose track of that parcel. Chase the man. You want your book. You have some questions for that guy, whoever he is. But the village is still burning. You got to help these salamanders put out this fire. Okay, you just said there were salamanders. Save the lizards. Anyway, thank goodness for your barbasol bomb. The cooling lather should work its magic in no time. Boom. Oh god, how can shaving cream be so flammable? A big gust of wind conveniently comes along and blows out all the fire. It is really convenient. The townspeople rejoice and are more than willing to give you all the credit. You suspect it is probably because they are not all that smart. John, the uncarved tablet you retrieved. Why, yes, it appears you do. Do you still have it? Yeah, he does. Great, I will allow you to carve something on it. You seem amenable to this request. It is a little wobbly up on top of these dancing lizards, though. Not that it matters because you suck at drawing anyway. Rose, find your sprite. Your deceased pet. You wish to speak with him, did you not? Jasper's sprite is nowhere to be found. He always was a little cagey, even when he was alive. Is it not why you're here? So, someone is pestering you, but you're oblivious to the message because your laptop is buried under 3 inches of fucking yarn. There are footprints in the white sand. It looks like they lead out back to the mausoleum. Follow them. Examine your pet's tomb. The mausoleum was destroyed by the explosion, but the secret passage remains. You have no idea where it leads, but it sure is not the lab anymore. Enter. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. That's the cat standing in front. It's okay. It's a pier. It seems someone has recently untied a boat, and they left a glass. A mother will do whatever is best for her children. So Mom Lalonde went away. Become the mayor of Exile Town. You build a bigger and better town to preside over. All expatriates are welcome, no matter what happened in the past, regardless of professional persuasion or metallurgical affiliation. You cut the town's ribbon with an official judicial bayonet, which is stuck inside a grenade, but you're kind of nervous about removing it. This should catch the eye of the tall, nice lady. The grumpy yellow guy thinks this is dumb. He thinks it is dumb because any town without a proper militia is as good as conquered. As such, he prepares one begrudgingly. It is a dirty job, but someone must be charged with the defense of the innocent. Fondly regard, Desert Night. The stars twinkle over the freshly christened Exile Town. It is a beautiful evening, and the future is so full of promise you can't imagine what could possibly. Oh my god, a huge eggy-looking thing just appeared in the sky. Boom. Egg. Give Dave a punch card of an eggy-looking thing. Sick. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think these are the sort of like the objects, because for John, no, John was an apple. Rose was a bottle. So, yeah, and that's where Wayward Vagabond was at. It was John's thing. And then Rose, and then Dave, for Dave, it's this guy, AR, which is an egg. Okay, you do that, and then he makes a totem with it, and then some other stuff happens, and then egg. Bastard Jade. Oh man, awesome. It's awesome where you put that. I was worried we were on the verge of getting some shit done. Duh, Dave, I was getting to build some stairs up there, duh. Well, where are they? You say there will be stairs, and yet I see no stairs. Gosh, I don't know. I guess I didn't find the time to make them because I keep getting punched in the face by robots and stuff. Sorry. Am I supposed to break that thing? Or hatch it? Or what? I don't know. Also, what happened to all my shit? The stuff scattered all over the roof. Did you put it somewhere? Nope. I mean, not that I care. It was a lot of mostly useless garbage. What was it doing up here? I was going to use it to fight my bro with, but I guess I forgot in the heat of the battle. Also, he was too fast. Make the world's largest omelet. Whoops, looks like that dumb idea is not going to happen. A brainless, feathery asshole swoops down and carries the egg away. Oh, it's doing a nest. I see. Okay, so the egg is now in a nest made of shitty swords and soft puppet ass. Please advise. I think your sprite wants to hatch it. Aww. Do you think that'll take more than 4 hours? I don't know, it looks like it's pretty warm where you are. It's hot as the sizzle side of the steak. Maybe not too long then. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should try to get it back and put it in the microwave. Aw. Poor Jade. Oh shit, everything fell down. Or, well, Jade brought it all down. Oh, the puppet ass. Deploy punch to Sinex. Why does he get so much build grizz? What the hell? You can't. You'll need some shale for that. Also, when do the enemies show up? Check unknown objects. Jumper, block extension, CD, punch card shunt, a holopad, IntelliBeam laser station. Okay, some of these things we can deploy, but some things we don't have nearly enough grist for. You mean the jumper block thing? No, we got just enough for that, but it's still pretty expensive. Wait, what? That thing costs 1,000 for me. Yeah, me too, and we have 2,000 to work with. Okay, 1,998. What? Man, I only got 200 to splash around with in Rose's Rainbow World. What the hell? Oh. Wait, how much did Rose start with when she was playing with John? Hang on, I'll ask. Okay. She says 20. I guess we keep getting more with each server/client connection. That makes sense. Yeah, so I guess you can buy everything now. No, I can't buy the holopath thingy in the IntelliBeam laser station. Okay, now I know you're making this shit up. Haha, no, they're right here. They cost a fortune. Well, all I got here is the Cynix, which I can't deploy because I don't have any purples. And the expensive as hell jumper thing and the cheap shunts, which I assume do dick all without the jumpers to put them on. Oh, and also this CD, which is 100, but I didn't drop it because it seemed like a stiff allocation of resources for now. Yeah, I got that too. I will deploy it. So with each new connection in our player chain, I guess new weird deployables are introduced? Yes, I think that's how it works. When John connects with me, he'll probably get some cool new things too. Hey, look, we're learning stuff. Deploy green and white compact disc. What should I do with the beta copies? I don't really need them anymore. I suppose just hang on to them for a while, and then later just do whatever you're naturally compelled to do with them. Wow, that was a weird answer, but okay. You take the beta and the CD. Deploy circuit board looking thing. It was obviously labeled as the jumper block extension. It appears to be deployable only as an extension to the alchemitter. Looks like you're going to have to move it. Damn, and it looks so nice up there. And she moved it. It does cost 100. You expend another relatively affordable 100 build crits to relocate it. And then you pay for the steep fee of 1,000 build crits to deploy the jumper block extension. Attempt to deploy Catalog disk drive. Again, the name of the thing was right there in plain sight. You deploy the punch card shunt for peanuts. Looks like a captcha log card is supposed to fit in the slot. Insert card with a CD on the slot. You put the card in the slot and stick the shunt on the jumper pins. Nothing happens. You might need to stick a punch card in there, probably allowing the holes in the card to affect the flow of current through the circuits. And to punch cards, you'll need to get it a Cynix somehow. Insert disk into computer. Reading disk. No, she's already fighting. Install software. Plugin detected. Installing gristtor.exe. Oh, grist torrent. John, Rose, and Dave. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, John's got a fuck ton of shit. Grist torrent is now running. Illegally pirate some of John's shale. No. You start leeching off of John's shale at a pace of 4 grists per second. Not the fastest download rate, but then again, you don't need a whole lot. In 1 second, you already collect enough for a punch to Cynix. Download a bunch of grids from John. He has plenty. You set the application to leech off of John's build grids because he's obviously got too much for his own good. It cuts the download rate in half, though. You guide the heir. Consult with him. Okay. Rose, are you there? I went through the gate. Nana said you might be here too. I guess one could use those words to describe it, if armed with a predilection for the inapt. Blah 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 blah. Okay, what words would you use, Miss Wordy Pants McSmarty Blah? Eerily iridescent? I certainly don't see any oily rivers. There is an ocean, though. I haven't found an ocean yet, but I don't know, the place is really big. It's like a whole planet down here. Oh man, which reminds me, I just got hounded by a troll. Yes, one of them is bugging me now. I thought it was odd timing. Yeah, well, they say they want to be friends. Also, they're playing Esper, but like not the same session as ours or something. Also, they're moving backwards in time, which sounds really retarded, but whatever. Color my curiosity piqued, I guess. Yeah, I guess answer him if you want, or not. But anyway, it's great you made it here alive and stuff. So, Dave came through? Eventually. Pardon the envy I'm about to vent in your direction. For what? For finding yourself at the mercy of a rational orchestrator. Oh, haha, yeah, I feel kinda weird if Dave was watching me too. You don't feel weird when I watch you? Rose, I feel weird when you're just talking to me. When you're watching me, it's just like the weird frosting on the big weirdo cake. I can't see you now, for what it's worth. Yes, I am free! Okay, I'm going to go over this river and through these woods. You talk to your troll, I guess. We'll compare notes later. Okay, bye, John. Who is this bothering you? Oh, I recognize that symbol. Oh, it's going to be this lady. Hey, Lalonde, stop crying your mom's beverage. She hates you and has left you forever. Ha ha ha. Now I'm confused. On the surface, this appears to be another contrivance from a troll desperate to offend. But John said you wanted to be friends. And if you knew me, I suppose your remark could be construed as a ploy to elicit agreement, and soon report. Not that it would actually work. God, you really do talk too much. So, which is it? Oh, your text smells good. Is that lavender? You smell words? You don't. Right, aliens. I forgot. Yes, it's easy to forget, given our report and how much we really have in common. I forget that you humans actually communicate with speech instead of releasing clouds of fragrant gases and smelling each other's sentences. Gross. Ha ha ha. So gullible. You'll believe anything I tell you. Of course we talk, dummy. Still not sure if I am being courted or trolled here. I am going to go with the latter. I hate you all quite a lot, but I think the others will eventually realize that it'll be mutually beneficial for us all to work together. And so they will probably be all friendly, like later on. By later on, do you mean now? Yeah, that's probably what John was hearing. And maybe they'll even mean it and want to be friendly. But I intend to stay pissed at you forever, even if I seem helpful. Then you're in luck, because you don't. Haha, no, but I will be. The fact that I'll be helpful is an immutable fact that I am stating for the record. It does not mean friendship is what is taking place here. John was told you were moving backwards through time. Was he gullible to believe this? Or is the fact that I'm asking just further indication of my own gullibility? Feel free to continue shifting the definition of the word to suit your convenience. We haven't even been talking to you for long, like a few minutes from my perspective. If there are some of us who decided to start talking to you at the end of your adventure right off the bat, instead of at the beginning like what's logical, then that's their stupid business. I am staying linear, because weird time stuff gives me a headache. Oh, also it's pointless. Alright, let's continue milking my human gullibility and say I believe you. You are the sensible one who has decided to communicate with us in linear lockstep with our timeline in order to help us out. How can you help me? You just entered your medium, right? Yes. Okay. Does it seem like there is a subtle voice in your head urging you to do things? Yes. It's not so subtle, actually. Yes. For me, too, it was more loud and clear than for the others. You see, we are meant to be best hate friends forever. A beautiful soul grudge, this cosmic was surely authored by the constellations. They all thought I was crazy. But, ha ha ha, it turned out we all were in our own ways. That helped us realize the particular destinies the game put together for us, in the vocabulary of, like, the hyper-flexible mythology it tailors to each player group. You mean, for instance, if a player were to learn she was a seer? Yeah, exactly. Seer of Mind, Page of Breath, Knight of Blood, Maid of Time, etc., etc., etc. 12 for us, but obviously 4 for you. Every session is different. And this voice? Oh, yeah. It is an exile. Exiled from what? It took us forever to figure this out. Because they aren't meant to be an obvious aspect of the game. They are on your dead planet, just like they are on ours. Years after its reckoning, the role is to help you on your quest in some ways. The obvious way is by directly guiding your actions, but maybe the more important ways are these little things they do probably without even realizing it. Actions that complete loops in a timeline, cogs in paradox space. Paradox space? Oh hell. Listen, the universe will eat paradoxes for breakfast, and so will this game. Get used to it. By now you should realize this whole mess was a big self-fulfilling clusterfuck. A huge, orgiastic Mobius double reach around. I'm starting to see that. So the exiles are on Earth. Does that mean our goal is to get back there too? To resurrect it somehow? No, no, no. See, ironically, they get to do that. After they are done helping you, that is. Your job is of greater consequence, to say the least, but part of their job is to rebuild life and civilization there. And if they're successful in thousands or millions of years, the technology is unearthed, and the planet is ripe for seeding all over again. You never answered the question. Where were they exiled from? From the 2 kingdoms in the Incipisphere, expatriated during the Reckoning. Former agents. What are agents? I think this will be more constructive if I contact you again in a little while, when you know more, and I don't have to explain so much. When? In a couple of seconds. For me, but not for you, sucker. Meanwhile, the past pulls a mean double reach around. Ugh. Hi, John. Hi, Jade. Ghostly Trickster began pestering Guard and Gnostic. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Oh, we got the conversation with Jade. We saw this on the on the previous reading of Homestuck. Hmm. Carcinogenicist began trolling Guard and Gnostic. Wait, goddammit, don't block me. I mean, not that blocking me would do anything, but just listen. What do you want? I just have to deliver a message and then I'll go. It is a message from you, so you probably ought to listen. This is nonsense. Every time I believe something you say, you laugh at me and then call me a gullible human. It's so childish. Okay, fine, I admit it. I completely shit the bed here. I get that. And I can't promise I won't keep trolling you, because I will, in weeks or months or whatever. I'll keep giving you a hard time, but see, that won't be present me. That is past me. From like half an hour ago or so, when I was more hot and bothered about all this, okay? I don't know what you're talking about at all. It's another prank. Whatever, fine. Think it's a prank. As long as you remember this conversation. See, we're trying to talk to you in the future, and it's important, but you won't answer us. So we talk to you way in the future to ask how to get in touch with not-so-future you. Are you following? No. She said to talk to you now and tell you this. You know your robot? You mean the robot you think is stupid? The one you have mocked me for having on a number of occasions? Yeah, well, I still do think your robot is stupid, but that is besides the point. Later on, it will blow up for some reason. It doesn't matter why. This is the worst prank you've... Oh my god, I keep doing that. This is the worst prank you've ever pulled. Quiet. Anyway, when it happens, you won't know what to do. The thing to do is to contact us, and we'll tell you what to do. Why should I do that? Because that's what you told us to tell you. Whatever. Believe me, don't believe me. I did my job. I'm out of here. And there we go. He ceased trolling her. Had to tell someone to go away. And that's where John changes his chum handle. Pretty. The package from your pen pal appears again. You've been wondering when it was going to show up. It has been months since you last worked on it. Hopefully your friend has made the final modifications you require. You'll have to mail it soon so it reaches John in time. Pen pal? Heh. Ugh. Just constant laughing. Well, I guess you're not too bad a troll if this is all you do. Just laughing and stuff. Hee hee ha ha. John, why would you laugh at a blind girl? You have no idea how much you disgust me. You're a total disgrace to the field of ectobiology. If we ever meet, I'm going to cut your throat and listen to you bleed while I smell you die. Jesus. You think it's time to change your chum handle? He looks so... Poor boy. You think it's time to change your chum handle? To what, though? Gotta be something they'll never suspect. What was that thing she said you were a disgrace to? You have kind of a hard time reading shitty elite speak in spite of your awesome hacker cred. Follow the agent. You have followed the authority regulator into enemy territory, but it is a risky move and this dark palace makes you very uncomfortable, but it is imperative you press on and recover that parcel. You see there's like all the imps there. You have brought along a parking citation. If confronted, you will say you're only here to deliver payment and leave. You have no idea where you're going. You're too nervous to ask anyone. You take a turn somewhere and find an especially regal-looking red carpet. You wonder where it could possibly lead. Oh ho! The leader. The Black Queen directs you to the office of the Archagent. He is in charge of most of the tedious paperwork around here. Rose, I must leave now. This is the last you will hear from me. Find your sprite, realize your purpose. You return to a more typical mindset. You suddenly feel empowered to make important decisions on your own without supervision, parental or otherwise. Sip martini thoughtfully. No! Such as this one. Just a tiny sip couldn't hurt. Bleh. Fourth exile suddenly appeared. Oh, there we go. It was her. It was her. I was forgetting. I was completely genuine a memory hole. I did not remember who the fourth exile was. Oh, she appears from the egg. Okay. Huh. Command John to put the card tablet into a Pyxis. You follow the command telling you to command John to put the card tablet in the Pyxis and type John put the card tablet into the Pyxis. You successfully do that, and he successfully does that too. Everyone is friendly and cooperative. Egg. What the hell was that? It almost sounded like a huge egg appeared in the sky and landed, and then someone mysterious teleported out of it. Locate the Archagent. You find the agent's office, but he is nowhere to be found. You eye something on the desk there. Grab the box and run! If you act quickly enough, maybe you can grab the package and get out of here before... Can I help you? Mr. Noir tells you that ticket had better be notarized and punched in triplicate and presented with the full $1 penalty plus processing fees, or you're wasting valuable time he could otherwise spend shirking his clerical duties. Ticket? Oh, this thing. Haha, look at that. You're holding a ticket. How did that get in your hand? It belongs on the desk with the others. No, you're not here to pay a parking ticket. You explain to the frightening man that you're here to pick up that green parcel. Jack makes it clear that he would rather stab something to death than process the avalanche of paperwork needed to release the confiscated freight. Also, any legit courier would have the pickup forms ready to go. In spite of how he's supposed to be dressed now, but isn't, he ain't nobody's fool. But perhaps an understanding can be reached. He gives you a hit list. Bring him the crowns, and he'll give you the box. The parcel mistress departs with her mission of double agency. You wonder if she'll actually be so foolish as to attempt to uphold her end of the lopsided bargain. You make a policy of handing out a registord and a hit list to just about everyone who enters your office, but you never think anyone's actually going to go through with it. You wish you could watch. She's a dead woman. You wonder why she's so desperate to acquire this package. What could be inside? Open it. Damn, his eyes opened. I wonder what that is. Punch some cards. You have leached more than enough grist from John to afford a punch to Sinex, which for some reason Jake put in the hallway, making it kind of hard to walk through your apartment, but whatever. You also have plenty of grist for messing around with the alchemitter, to manufacture some new gear if you want, but you would like to figure out what the jumper block does first. Jade keeps dropping a weird assortment of objects for you to captchalogue and punch. You've given up trying to identify any rhyme or reason to the thought process behind it. Put a punch card in a shunt. You put a punch blender card in a shunt just for the hell of it, and stick it to the jumper pins. The alchemitter is fitted with the blender upgrade. This upgrade does not seem all that useful. It looks like all it does is grind up your totems. The alchemitter is upgraded with a huge metal bust of this awesome bro. The device has been reduced to an utterly useless heap of shit. Time to yank out all the shunts and start over. Draw the punch to Sinex. Your inscrutable thought process leads you to draw the punch to Sinex on your scribble pad. The pad recognizes the drawing, but there is no Sinex around, and even if there was, it would obviously be way too big to captchalogue. Instead, the ghost image of the Sinex is captured, along with its capture code on the back. Send code to Dave. Dave, here, punch this code, L22NBXOG, and then put it in the jumper shunty thing and see what it does. Okay. Punch code and put it in the jumper shunty thing. Oops. So I guess this is just the built-in Sinex, which is sorta cool, I guess, since I won't have to go downstairs and bang the hallway door into the thing and squeeze through every time I want to punch a card. Because of course, you couldn't have just put it next to the alchemitter in the first place. But then I have to go downstairs anyway to make totems and get crooks out and stuff. So really, who cares? Well, I think this is the only way to consolidate all of the gizmo features. Hang on, I'll give you more codes. She's cheating. You don't have nearly enough grist to deploy the holopad. Whatever it does, but maybe you can get as a freebie upgrade to the alchemitter. Huh, looks like it worked. You'll love your scribble pad. Upgrade alchemitter with holopad. The totem pedestal is converted into a holographic projector. It projects an image of the item the punch code represents. This seems useful for previewing an item a code will produce without spending the grist on it. You test it out with the blender card, but it still renders the alchemitter unusable, at least without further upgrades. Draw a totem lathe. You capture the lathe ghost image and apply the upgrade. Now the holopad projects a hologram of the totem that a punch card would create. This appears to turn the alchemitter into a one-stop shopping hub. You just punch a card, stick it in, and get your item. Nice. Draw the jumper block. You get the code for the jumper block extension to upgrade the alchemitter with, the jumper block extension? Okay, that's kind of a crappy drawing, but it seemed to work anyway. This is getting a little abstract, but it appears to economize on space. Now all you have to do is stick a card in the slot to apply an upgrade. Don't have to bother with the shunts anymore. This thing looks kind of complicated. IntelliBeam laser station. No, damn it. Captchalogue Enlarger. You grab the enlarger from your dismantled photography lab. That's right. Did we forget that Dave has a hobby for photographies? I did. You apply the enlarger upgrade. Draw air conditioner on roof. You ghost capture the huge air conditioner and give Dave the code to mess around with. Size of the object you make is now variable. The bigger, the more expensive, as one would expect. You make a tiny air conditioner. This was totally not a waste of time. Oh, Q&As with Andrew Hussey. More answers unlock as you continue reading Homestuck. Unlock the Formspring page on March 10th of 2010. You find your father's car near the base of the rock pillar. It is surrounded by caution tape for some reason. You are reminded to be cautious. You cautiously inspect the vehicle. To no one's surprise but yours, the package and the game are missing. Also, someone is bugging you. John, it's me again. Who? Oh, that's right, the lead-speaking blind one. Go away. John, don't make fun of my handicap. Which one, the blindness or the lead-speak? I am sensitive about both. Sorry. You can make it up to me by letting me help you. Wow, you drive a hard bargain, but no. Before you keep typing more stupid O's in that word, just listen and do what I say. You know you're going to eventually anyway. Because you're a nice guy and kind of a total weenie pushover. Yeah, well, you're a huge... Oh man, whatever. What do you want? I'm motivated by self-interest, to help you advance more quickly. Because I've got your whole adventure right here in front of me. Do you have a braille screen or something? Shh. Anyway, the point is, it's long and boring, and you could stand to skip some steps. I don't really understand. So you can see my whole future there, right? By just like scrolling around some computer thing that lets you pick what time to talk to me? How can you be bored by my long, boring future? Why don't you just scroll around to wherever you want like the other weirdos are doing? Okay, I can do that. And I am. I guess what I really mean is, I just want to mess with you. Okay, that sounds really great and helpful. I mean, mess with the timeline. My friends all think that you can't really change anything, that your timeline we're chat hopping around is set in stone, no matter what we say or when we say it. And they're probably right, but I don't care. I want to mess with it and taste what happens. Sounds dumb, but if it means you're going to help me, then go ahead and help me, I guess. Let's get you to the gate first. It's not far. I sniffed out a map for your planet. Whoa, you got a map? Where'd you get it? John, we're so much better than you in every respect, it's ridiculous. Can I have it? It's huge. And mostly irrelevant. Here, let me draw you a small section of it, showing you where to go. Okay. Gallus Calibrators send ectobiologist the file. Go here, John, the GIF. This is the worst crap I've ever seen. What am I looking at here? It's the best I can do. Okay, sorry, but it's useless. What is with these colors? I picked ones that smell nice. Couldn't you just, like, I don't know, crop the world map? I thought you guys were the best. Shut up, my map is fine. Looks like it's not even that far away. I'll lead you to it. It's a big pipe. You jump in, the wind will take you to the gate. It's a shortcut. You mean the breeze? Yeah, whatever. Let's get moving, John. Are you ready to fuck up the timeline? Sure. Well, there he goes. Rose Strife. Marble Imp. Whoa. Lime Ogre. Already a Lime Ogre? Oh! Stabs its fucking eyes. Knit the scarf. Ride the ogre. Wow, okay. A whole ogre just dead like that. Answer Dave. I'm building up your house. By the way, why do you live in this weird compound? Do you host East European industrial rapes? Never mind. The point is, I'm out of grist, so if you're done whipping that ogre like a rented mule, maybe you could convert into grist windfall. Right now, the spoils would sink. I don't know, beach the thing first, I guess. Unless you were planning on sailing that ogre down the Mississippi with a runaway slave. And then what? What do you mean? You kill it. You release a shitload of grist. Maybe take one of your needles and puncture the base of its skull. Does it even have a skull? Or a brainstem? Can you find out? That sounds malicious. What? But you just rigged the thing with an audible harness and rode its torso like a log flume right down a magical rainbow. That was self-defense. Murdering a wounded behemoth in its sleep strikes me as unseemly. Oh, it's sleeping. This is bullshit. It's an unfeeling monster. Who gives a fuck? Maybe you could replicate a pillow I could use to smother it. Make it a clean hit. I would use one of mine, but they all mysteriously gone missing. Well, fuck, okay. You can either kill it for loot or wait a couple hours for Grist Storing to steal more of John's. But then again, I'll be pretty busy in a couple hours, so make up your mind. Does John know we've been sapping his grist yet? No, but he's still got a ton, so screw him. Hold on, someone's messaging me. Yeah, me too. Kanaya and Dave. You command the seer, so you may have some insight into her disposition. Who? The one who is a little snooty. Oh, yeah, sure, I command her all right. I am like the pimp master hustle daddy of all snippy bookshrews. That's an exotic title. I thought you were the knight. Wrong. What do you want? Have you found her demeanor to be chilly, on a basis of personal interaction that hypothetically extends beyond the context of a short-lived and lackluster trolling effort? What the hell? I thought your familiarity with her may allow you to furnish me insight. She and you are familiar, isn't that right? She perhaps even regards you with, endearment. You have no idea, dude. She is so in my grill, like a stray hot dog that rolled down there, and now it's too much trouble to fish out with the tongs. So you just watch it like crack and turn black. Is this a common sort of practice in human courtship? Watching oblong meat products tumble into places they don't belong? Man, wait, what's this about? You have a thing for her, don't you? Don't deny it, bro, it's obvious. Am I being accused of falling prey to the human dysfunction of amorous inclination? Ha ha, ha ha, so terrible. What a transparent dodge, all hiding behind your alien shit. Just admit it, you want me to help you win her over. I just would like to gather some means of gauging her sincerity. Okay, well, it's easy. For everything she says, take her to mean just the opposite. See, not everybody always means literally what they say the way John and Jade always do. Maddening. How do humans forge meaningful relationships using such communication patterns? Perhaps it is the human riddle that is truly the ultimate riddle. Oh my flippin' Christ. Okay, if you want Rose to dig you, you got to leave that crap in the shitty sci-fi novels where it belongs. It was not a sincere remark. I have been practicing your human sarcasm. Oh, okay, that was pretty good. Maybe even too deadpan, but it's a start. Keep at it. Very well. I am beginning to feel as though I am the only one working on our friendship. Haha, yes, you're on a roll. That was sincerity. Oh. Alright, look, if you want to keep her attention, you got to pull out all the stops. Reverse psychology, mind games, all sorts of Machiavellian bullshit. I mean, unless you're really smooth and inherently likable like me, which you're not. Then keep saying the opposite things. That's kind of the obtuse alien way of getting it, but yeah, be like an antagonism ninja, like her. I don't know, you sort of remind me of her anyway, so maybe that's a good thing. Could be a horrible thing, though. It sounds like you were advising me to troll her again, which I have tried. It proved to be a fruitless endeavor. Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I'm saying be a less shitty troll. Okay, I believe I understand how to proceed. Good luck, bro. Answer troll. Hi, so you got bossed around by the knight. Okay, given that I have a question. Who? The one who's supposed to be cool, I think. The sunglasses guy. Why would someone wear sunglasses while using a computer? I didn't say anything about a computer, but yes, I thought the same thing about how asinine that is. So you know that guy, I know that anyone committed to such an affectation could only be striving to mask a severe insecurity complex, and likely harbors a crisis of self-image. I've been known to lend my charitable attention to such people, but only bossed around by them insofar as the psychiatric professional has cause to humor the demented for analytical purposes, or maybe as a lap chimp commands the zookeeper's interest in its shit by forcing him to duck under his trajectory now and then. Okay, well, I didn't understand those things, but, I mean Dave. Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay, given that I have a question about him, I want to know about his emotional vulnerabilities and what are the tender spots that all those devices he employs to conceal them, like all the things he says he thinks are funny. Tender spots? Your word choice are evocative. Is your design to couple with this gentleman? Whoa, no, whoa, okay. No, that just made me feel upset to think about. I just want to really try to bother him. It's hard. If you're trying to get his goat, you should know he only stalks the animal in the first place for ironic purposes. No, I'm not really interested in his earth goat, but if that was a figure of speech, then I guess that's okay. Then we are agreed. You are hell-bent upon literally seizing his shrill, bearded livestock. I'll assist you. If you really want to burn him, I recommend poetry. What? Poetry as in like those human word bunches? Yes, they are the most delicious bunches we have. I suggest you serve these crisp bunches of honey and verbal annihilation to him as part of a complete breakfast. Oh, and will this breakfast injure his shrill barn beast? I mean this figuratively, just to be clear. A deft cluster bombing of this sort will leave nothing wriggling from the raised earth, except sulphurous tresses while it cracks and turns black. You mean, like, the surface of an overcooked protein object? Yeah, I suppose what I'm saying is this. Drop some hard, peer-reviewed motherfucking science on his ass. Some seriously government-funded shit. It will destroy him. Ah, ha, ha, yes, this is the idea that I like. Your obvious cunning with words should depend Strider with such vivid Empyrean tempest. A nether regional sonic boom is a certain inevitability. But even so, consider me at your disposal to help craft the comeuppance of such unqualified devastation. The angels will weep pearl strings of little urban fellows cantillating an unbroken chorus of "Oh snaps." Please, I think I'm perfectly capable of manufacturing these alleged dope human rhymes and starting some sick fires. I don't need your charity that you said you lend to earth monkeys who toss around poop or something like that. You're pretty snooty. Thanks for your help, but I don't need your help. Adios Tornado blocked her and then unblocked her. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to block you. Oh my god, Rose and Kanaya. Fuck yeah, finally.
Okay.
Your dark spectacled friend has advised me on a more effective method for trolling you. I think his contention is that this strategy will have the opposite of the intended effect and precipitate a sort of bond between us that is established in mutual antagonism. What do you think of this? I think you're shrewd to have recognized his ploy of sabotage, and you've earned my compliments. Ah, see, it is working already. What is? I have listened to his advice, and have resolved to modify the approach slightly. I know what I have to do. What we have to do, really. And what is that? Remember the first time we spoke? Yes, but you said it was not the first time you spoke to me. Will graciously omit my embarrassing skepticism, however. The first time you spoke to me was the second time I spoke to you. This conversation doesn't sound like your first time either. This is your second conversation with me, but is my seventh with you. And when exactly does your maiden encounter take place? That is next time. So to clarify, if the matching of my first with your second... Oh, we already read this one, I think. Right? I think so. I don't care. I'm still reading it. If the matching of my first with your second is denoted by 1 equals 2, then the sequence would be 1, 2, 2, 7, 3, 1, 4, question mark. Yes, and the rest of the sequence is simply 4 equals 3, 5 equals 4, 6 equals 5, and 7 equals 6. Unless my future self stowed another conversation in between one of those, which is entirely possible, but I don't want to think about that. Why is it that when the subject of temporal mechanics is broached, you're sparing troll intellects, etc., etc.? See, that is what I mean, Rose. You're not as dumb of a girl as I was initially led to believe. You mean based on the first impression I am apparently about to make in our next conversation? Yes. What could I possibly say that will leave such an imprint? That is why I have contacted you now. I will send you a copy of our first conversation directly from my chat log. Grim Auxiliatrist sent Tentacle Therapist the file conversation with a very stupid girl.txt. I guess being forced to cooperate with a stable time loop is the only plausible explanation for my remarks. Yes, and then I found it sort of curious that during my next conversation with you, your various mental endowments and wherewithals were not as they seemed. I suspected the stratagem might be a counter-trolling measure, but then was not so sure, and further examination grew warrant. And what if my counter measure is to choose not to transcribe this dialogue accurately in the future first place? But see, I have edited the copy already in ways that will remain secret for now, but you will discover once you type it. So you are destined to edit it no matter what, and what you submit will be what I once read regardless. Or read. Exclamation mark. Unless I decide to copy it word for word. Yes, unless I lied about editing in the first place. Either way, through knowledge of what you will say, I have precisely engineered the nature of your transgression. So your trolling strategy now is to put idiotic words in my mouth through the machinery of temporal inevitability and cause me to excruciate over how to subvert the transcription? Yes. while being perfectly upfront about it. Yes, I suppose it's that sarcasm all the time seems laborious to me. I'll admit, it's a more advanced tactic than I gave you credit for. Yes, and the providence of this antagonism ninja vice grip pinching your larynx has already begun to supply my purpose with fruit. The chilly frost shimmering on our tree of human friendship has begun to thaw. Mixed metaphor aside, usually ninjas don't announce what they're doing when they're doing it, like when stalking an emperor to assassinate him or befriend him. But that's fine. I guess the only pointless question we haven't exhausted is why? Why the convoluted artifice? Dave raised insight into the human psychology of friendship development. By allotting you your side of the conversation, I have you at a disadvantage in your view, and you will seek to reclaim higher ground in successive conversations. 4 equals 3 and 5 equals 4, and such. Your demeanor will be terse if not saturated with disdain, and it will cause me to be confused and question your motivation. But now I know your motivation because I am supplying it here and now. They will be simple acts of friendly human retaliation. So you're not only rigging the first impression I make on you, but orchestrating my revenge for the rigging as well? Yes. It seems friendship for some humans is a basic aggregation of shallow and insincere hostilities. That's an interesting take on it, but now I know for sure Dave is not behind this plan. It is too complicated. I don't understand. Who better to coordinate such events than the Knight of Time? You're awfully quick to his defense. Are you sure you don't have a thing for him? It's okay, bro. You can admit it. I am hopping to 8 equals 8. Ideally, you will have long since discarded this train of thought. Okay, I'm going to talk to my dead cat. There she is. Oh, yeah, I think I read the whole conversation that I read on the first video. Okay, my bromo sapien, are you ready to get straight in, flat down, broadside, school fed up the bone bulge by a dope smack trained out motherfucking troll? Don't care. Okay, let me organize my notes here. Okay, turn on some strict beats maybe, it will help to listen to them while I destroy you. When the policeman busts me and puffs the trunk, he's all surprised to find I'm Tony's sick Billy, whose goat is that, he asks while he stops to thunk about it, and it's just say it's Dave, you silly goose, but then the man says, Goose, where? Let me see your hands, and I say, shit, sorry, I didn't know it was a honk band. Wow, okay, I'm getting off the point, which was about this hot mess, Dave, that you got landed in, like the cop had mentioned, but instead of your badge and your gun, it's your ass that you handed in, and then got handed back to you, because that's how humans get served, and guys like you deserve to understand that it's a circle and horns in your butt that got branded in. Before I give your ass back to you, I did, that is what I mean. But I mean, getting back to the point, or maybe two actually, the first is you suck, and the second is how I smacked you fully. Oh yeah, that rhyme was so ill. But no, just joking, let's see. How can I put this tactfully? I mean, the points on the horns on my head, coming at you through traffic, aiming the target on your shirt that is red. In my dream, I'm the star, it's me. We're about to get mad pornographic. I mean, sort of like a graphic crime scene, not like anything sexual. Never mind. Okay, getting back to the actual tactical vernacular maxical, I'm forcing you to be licking and liking, grab my horns and start kicking like you're riding a Viking, cause I'm your bully and you're not in charge. You think you're in charge, but you're not in charge. I am in charge, cause I'm charging in your china shop, breaking your plates and stuff, which I don't really know what the plates are supposed to represent, but fuck. It's just that you think you're the cock of the walk's hot shit, but when in fact you're not. You're more like you are something that rhymes with the cock of the walk's hot shit, but it's so much worse than the cock shit. So given that, let me be the first to say you act like you're gold from Prospect when you're really cold shit flush from Darcy. It's funny because Kanaya went to Dave to see how to troll Rose, and Tavros went to Rose to see how he could troll Dave, and they both ended up failing. I think. You just started some sick fires, bro. Take shortcut. Ew. Bunny. Reunite with your loving wife and daughter. What? Give dear sweet Casey the bunny. I got a present for you, Casey. It's a little dirty, a little rough around the edges, just like your dear old ex-con dad, with a heart of gold. How do I live? I can't play that. Surrender to overwhelming emotions.
John, what the wet bag of human horse shit to the face do you think you are doing? Oh my lord, no wonder you losers all fuck up this game so bad. What? I'm just acting out a scene from an awesome movie and having some fun. What's wrong with that? What kind of crappy Earth movie is this? Stupid rabbit asshole screws the pooch. No, it's about these criminals on a runaway plane and they've got to be stopped by Nick Cage and John Cusack together as a team. Oh, okay, that actually sounds pretty good, I guess. It is sweet. So sweet. You will probably like it. I've heard of John Cusack, I think. Wasn't he in Serendipity? That was pretty great for a human flick. Oh man, that sucks so bad. Okay, I don't see how we're supposed to be becoming friends if you recoil from my olive branch like I'm wiggling a gnarled tree monster stick in your direction. Don't you have alien movies from your alien planet? Yeah, of course. We have tons of movies and they are infinitely superior to your primitive cinematic Neander thrashings. Okay, so what is a really good one? You'll probably laugh if I tell you the name of one. Well, I already laughed when you said the name of one of ours, so who cares? Okay, fine. One that is amazing, and is a classic, is wherein numerous vigilantes confront peril, one of them betrays the others, but it turns out to be a part of the plan all along. Several attractive female leads provoke romantic tension, 4 major characters wear unusual hats, 1 holds plot critical secret, 47 on-screen explosions, 1 resulting in the demise of key adversaries, 6 to 20 lines that could be construed as humorous. Wait, this is the title? It goes on. They tend to be more literal and informative than your titles. How do you even say them in casual conversation? Well, we don't, obviously. It's like someone says, hey guys, why don't we go see a movie? And then everyone just ends up there, watching it, not saying it, because that's dumb. John, try to think outside your minuscule cultural bubble for a change. Okay, I just think it's still cumbersome and completely illogical. Yeah, that's what happens when you start running out of movie titles after racking up thousands of years of film history. You know, I think your civilization just didn't mature enough or something before letting this Earth Arabian you call a genie out of the bottle. Must explain why it sprouted such a miserable crop of players, instead of basically gods like us. Well, I've got one of your godly players helping me now, so we can't be in such a bad shape. What are you talking about? GC gave me a map, and showed me a shortcut. What the hell is she doing? This isn't what we talked about doing at all. Hold on, let me ask her about this. Okay. Okay. Now she's just over there giggling at me like an imbecile. What are you two up to? Why are you in cahoots now? Oh fuck. Okay, she just walked over and punched me and said it was from you. Sorry, I guess? I told her to stop these shenanigans, but it seems like whatever she was doing with you, she already did a while ago, from my perspective at least. I don't know why you guys are doing this to yourselves. All this time jagassery, it's giving me a headache. Okay, if you talk to her again when she tries hatching more plans, give her a message into the past for me. Okay. Tell her to polish my heaving bone bulge and set a table for fucking 2 on it. It's for our candlelight hate date. I like how you guys have basically resorted to trolling each other through us. Fuck you. Oh, did you talk to Jade yet? Jade? Why would I want to talk to her? That's what you said you wanted to do last time you talked to me. I don't know. Oh, damn it. Are you sure? Yeah, you told me, dude. Want me to pace the conversation? No, God, no. I hate it when we start going down that road. Okay, this is going to require further investigation. I gotta go. Okay, but next time you talk to me, you might want to tell me to calm down first so I don't just block you. Back then, I won't really want to hear from you. Okay, I'll do that. Later.
Hehehe, John, stop hugging those salamanders and being so stupidly adorable. No, keep doing that. We are on a strict cheating timetable here. Wait, who are you talking to now? Is it one of us? Is it me? It was Carcino. Haha, I bet he's confused and grumpy. Yeah, sorta. He has no idea what you're doing. I hear him over there banging on those keys. I think this whole thing is just a way to vent some frustration. He has no purpose yet. Not like you and me, John. Oh, he said to give you a message. Oh? He wants you to touch his bone lump or something. What? And that he's pretty much basically in love with you. Wait, did he actually say that in confidence? Yeah, I don't know, pretty much. Can you copy exactly what he said? Oh, no, we're not going down that road. Besides, it was a private conversation among private gentlemen colleagues. Oh, also, you're going to punch him. I am. When? I guess in your future, but in your pretty soon future, I think. Is when he says stuff to you and then you laugh at him. But I'm always laughing at him. How will I know? Also, he says you said it's from me. From you? Do you want me to punch him, John? Pff, I don't care. I'm just a timey-wimey messenger here. I am sure many highly justifiable and well-deserved punches will be thrown in due time. But let's stick to the game plan for now. John, take a look at where the shortcut took you. Turn around. Oh. Oh, wow. What's that? It's your denizen's palace. My denizen? Every planet has a denizen that lives deep underground sleeping and guarding a huge grist hoard. Okay. The way down to its lair is through the palace. So you want me to go down there and kill him? Won't that be, kinda hard? Ha ha ha. Ordinarily you'd have absolutely no chance at your meager level, but you have an advantage. Oh? Usually how it's supposed to go is, over the course of your quest, you will wake the denizen, and then finally you go through the 7th gate, which is the only way into the palace. Then you go down and fight the denizen and kill it, releasing the horde. So what is my advantage? You won't bother waking it. We will skip right to the 7th gate, find its lair, and kill it in its sleep. Okay. What's the point of releasing the grist horde? Is it just so I can make tons more sweet loot? Haha, no way. The horde contains so much more grist than you could ever use in an alchemitter. I mean, you could, I guess, but that's not the point. It's for the ultimate alchemy. What is the ultimate alchemy? It's nothing for you to worry about now. See that gate over there by the broken bridge? Go check it out. Alright. So this is the 7th gate? That'll take me into the palace and down to the sleeping denizen? Nope. This is just a simple return node. There are lots of these around. Just hop in. Don't worry. I'll get you to the gate soon after that. Hop in. WV and AR prepare a gift for WQ. Oh, they're doing like a crown. Oh yeah, she wears the crown. Huh? Meanwhile, in a long discarded memory, a parcel mistress seeks audience with royalty. Ooh. A flurry of disquieting happenstance is related to the adored sovereign. With no other options, her counsel is all that is left to be sought. Lifts a finger. Oh. By the way, it was missing an arm. Now it isn't. So, she's giving her the ring. Abdication is never ideal, but in the face of inevitable conquest, conceding ground can supply the only remaining advantage. The final hope for victory lies in patience and planning. The White King, of course, can be found on the battlefield. His crown may be retrieved there. The ring must be designated for protection. He will supply further instruction on this matter. The royal duty has been accepted, and in time, fulfilled. Whoa. That is really pretty. Consult with Jasper Sprite. Hello. Meow. What is going on? Is she crying or just like all the lights? Is that all you have to say? Oh. Burr. I thought you were supposed to be more helpful after your resurrection, like a ghostly spirit guide. Wise, if frustratingly cryptic. Brr. Actually, cryptic behavior would be welcome at this point. This is just inane. Should I report to the others that my Colonel Sprite is a lolcat? Maybe Dave can take some screen captures and overlay some poorly spelled captions, assuming he hasn't already. Meow. What are you doing here, by the way? I am fishing. Oh, so you can talk. But sadly, there are no fish, I think. They were all eaten by the denizen. Who? It ate everything in the ocean and got so full that it took a long nap. No, there is surely not a single living thing left, which is too bad, because I am pretty hungry. I think there might be some tuna in the cabinets. Oh, good idea. I will look there. Brr, brr. The message you gave me years ago before you disappeared. What did you mean? Meow. I don't understand. Is there some meaning to these responses, or are you just being obstinate? You will understand when you wake up. Am I asleep? Yes. Rose, I am just a cat, and I don't know much, but I know that you're important, and also you are what some people around here call the seer of light. And you don't know what that means, but you will see it's all tied together. All the life in the ocean, and all the shiny rain, and the songs in your head, and the letters they make. A beam of light, I think, is like a drop of rain, or a long piece of yarn that dances around when you play with it and make it look enticing. And the way that it shakes is the same as what makes notes in a song. And a song, I think, can be written down as letters. So if you play the right song and it makes all the right letters, then those letters could be all the letters that make life possible. So all you have to do is wake up and learn to play the rain. Does that make sense, Rose? Sorry I disappeared for so long. Sort of. It sounds like you aren't exactly in complete command of this information yourself, so I won't press you on it for now. You're a pretty good cat, Jaspers. I missed you. Aw. Rose pestered Jade. I spoke with Jaspers. I did not understand what he told me. He said I'll understand once I wake up. For some reason, this made me think of you. Haha, yeah, I bet he's right. We wouldn't happen to be talking about awakening in a sort of breezy philosophical sense, would we? Is my dead cat concerned with my enlightenment? Should I prepare to shed this coil of ignorance and suffering? Wow, no, I don't think so. He's being a bit more literal than that. What did he say? I doubt I could reproduce the statements with fidelity. It was like listening to a 5-year-old describe a dream. The content manages to take a back seat to the simple, heartwarming spectacle of the moment. Well, what he meant was that you have a dream self who is supposed to wake up whenever your real self goes to sleep. We all do. All 4 of us, I mean. But see, your dream self still stays asleep when you go to sleep, because you haven't woken up yet. I think I get it. I take it your dream self is wide awake when you sleep. Yes. And would I be out of line in additionally presuming this has been the case for many years, at least as long as I've known you? No, you would not be out of line. In fact, I'm asleep now. That was to be my next wild presumption. So when I wake up, can I look forward to being able to message people in my sleep too? No, only I can do that because of my robot. Oh, right, I forgot about your robot. My short-term recall seems to eschew the profoundly ridiculous. You guys can probably make your own, I guess, but you need to wake up first for it to matter, and maybe by the time it happens, you might not even need them. I'm not sure if necessity is a concept I would associate with such a contraption even under some of the more obscure scenarios imaginable, but good to know, I guess. Here's another question, which I am sure will look stupid once I finish typing it. If my dream self is asleep, does that mean she is dreaming? And if she is, who is dreaming the dream? Her or me? Okay, well, I don't really know how to answer the second part, but yeah, she is dreaming. She's most likely lying in your bed, troubled and restless, about things burdening her, which is to say you. Things about who you really are and what your purpose is. But you can't start figuring out those things out yet because you're not awake, because you're not ready yet. That's why you have such terrible dreams all the time, Rose. Okay, how do I wake up? I'm sure it will help to start piecing together the clues to nudge your subconscious, or maybe face some things you haven't faced yet. I don't know, it's for you to find out. Maybe the stuff you wrote on your walls can give you a clue? What stuff? Didn't Dave tell you? Tell me what? Are you saying he said I defaced the walls of my room, while not appearing to be cognizant of the scrawlings? Like John? I really hope that's not what you're saying. It might freak me out. He said he was going to tell you. Hold on. Strider, I need you to do me a favor. Can you take a capture of my bedroom and send me the file? For no reason in particular? He's not answering. Yeah, he's pretty tied up right now. Can you hassle him via Esper and tell him to talk to me? Bop him on the head with a puppet or something? No. Oh. Wake up, John, you can do it. He made me promise not to bug him while I'm asleep. Can you do it anyway? But he will find a way to be clever and make me punch myself in the face again. Did he tell you what I wrote on the walls? Wait, what? Await further instruction. John, see that big piece of junk there? The rocket pack? Yeah, capture log that and send me the code. I got the codes for all the other Earthcraft stuck inside it from your friends, from different times, when they were feeling cooperative. I can make it work for you. Okay, but you can't just subtract object codes from other codes. It's like mathematically ambiguous. Like just reverse and or ing the flower pot alone could make hundreds of possibilities. Subtracting all three could be millions. Yeah, well, I'm not saying I'm anywhere near as huge of a dork as you, or that I understand any of that. Computer codes taste to me like lots of tiny needles and batteries. Wow, what? I'm giving all those codes to our hacker guy. Oh man, you have a hacker? I bet he's the best. Hackers are always the best. Ha ha ha. Well, he sure thinks he is. Who is it? Have I talked to him? No, he says he doesn't want to talk to any of you ever, because he hates you. But he will do this, because he won't be able to resist the challenge. Okay. BRB then. Okay, here. DSKJHSTK. Thanks. Wait, those kinda seem like random key mashings. Are you messing with me, John? No, they sort of are random, but it's the right code, I promise. Oh. Okay, be back in less than a second. Shoo. Hello? What? I thought you said you'd be back in less than a second. I was. I gave you the code. It's Pshoo. It took a while for him to figure it out, but I gave it to you instantly from your perspective. Why would I make you wait? That would be so inconsiderate. Oh, I just thought that was just you going off to get the code. I'm making like this rockety noise or something. I don't know, because you're kind of goofy. Well, you're kind of welcome, you ungrateful earth horse's noisy butthole. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. This is just a stupid code. I'm sorry. Are you sure it's right? It seems kind of obvious. He was convinced this is the right code and had some unflattering things to say about the intelligence of your species for not being able to figure it out, which I will keep to myself because unlike you, I actually have some fucking manners. Blah, oh man, I got so served. Blah. I am unfazed by your human blahs. Anyway, if it was so obvious, why didn't you guess the code? Well, you see, the explanation is perfectly simple and scientific. It was because shut up. Shut up is why. I guess I'll make this rocket now, and see if this dumbass code actually does the trick. Okay, John. Once you make it, I'm sure even you and your underdeveloped bone nook will be able to figure out what to do. Talk to you on the other side. Make rocket pack. Answer Dave. Okay, I'm in. In where? The medium. Oh, already? What do you mean already? Shit took 4 goddamn hours. Huh, I guess time flew by while I was doing other stuff. How did it go? With you and Jade, I guess. I don't want to talk about it. Imagine the worst day of my life, just stood up and clinked a glass like it was about to give a speech, then took a shit in my dinner and passed out with its pants down. Ew, dog, ew. Yeah, so nasty, gross, dude. Shut the fuck up. What are you doing? I'm in a rocket pack and I'm about to blast off into space. Okay, it should be sweet. I need some advice. My Colonel Sprite, which was this brainless feathery asshole with a sword in it, turned into this bigger, like, ghostly feathery asshole with a sword on it. It seems to want me to prototype it again. Not sure what to do. Have you asked Rose? She's asleep for some reason. Wow, really? Yeah, I saw her there, all tuckered out. Like she got smacked in the face with a pillowcase full of the snooze wizard's beer dander. Because obviously it's fucking prime time for swiping some shut-eye about now. Like a few hours into her magic stupid quest. Anyway, what do you think? I don't really know. I mean, it's supposed to be like your ghostly spirit guide or something. Unless you have the remains of a wise old dead grandparent lying around. I'm not sure what to tell you. Okay, fine, but it seems to be suggesting something here, and I guess I'm kind of weirded out by a suggestion. I don't know, just do what it says. It knows stuff about the game. It probably knows better than I do. I gotta go. Gotta go blast off the 7th gate. And win the game, I guess. Okay, well, it definitely sounds like you're fucking something up over there, but alright, later. Later. Capture log Casey. This is absolutely no place for children. You take dear sweet Casey into protective custody. And blast off. Indeed. Also, hi, Toby Fox. Console with Cal Sprite. Haha, hee hee, hoo hoo. It's just laughing. Shut up. Haha, hee hee, hoo hoo. No, just, god damn it. Hee hee, hee hee, haha. Please, just one. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Pastor Rose. He's got Apple. Yeah, because he's got an iPhone. That's it. I can't take it anymore. It was such a huge mistake prototyping Sepulchral with this useless mind-numbing jackass. I'm going back. Already? What do you mean already? Shit took 4 goddamn months or something. I don't know, I'm kind of losing track of how long it's been with all this time hopping. It just sounds like you're making a rash decision based on temporary aggravation with a laughing puppet. I thought we planned to progress as far as we could before you went back. To gather information and avoid repeating mistakes. You went back? What? What else is there to know? We lost. Can't finish the game with a dead air and witch. We don't know Jade is dead for sure. Yeah, well, she had a big fucking meteor bearing down on her, and we never heard from her again. Or the trolls, for that matter, after he tricked John into skipping way ahead and getting his ass handed to him by the denizen. I guess once they managed to sabotage us, they were done with us. And since John died, he couldn't get Jade in on time, so whether she's alive or not, she's as good as dead from our perspective. Only thing left to do is change all that. Are you sure you're ready? You'll remember the plan we discussed. There's not much to remember. I go back and tell John not to be an idiot and get trolled like such a gullible stooge. I don't know what he was thinking. Even we couldn't kill one of those things yet, with our higher levels and all our sick gear. It still seems hasty to me. Maybe I'm just not as comfortable with time travel as you. Nah, it'll be fine, don't worry. After you go, what do you think will happen to me? Will I just cease to exist? I don't know. I mean, your whole timeline will. Maybe. Maybe. Is there a chance it'll continue to exist, and I'll just be here alone forever? I'm not sure which outcome is more unsettling. The thing with time travel is you can't overthink it. Just roll with it and see what happens. And above all, try not to do anything retarded. What do you think I should do? Try going to sleep. Our dream selves kind of operate outside normal time continuum, I think. So if part of you from this timeline going to persist, that's probably the way to make it happen. Okay. And hey, you might even be able to help your past dream self wake up sooner without all the fuss you went through. I think the true purpose of this game is to see how many qualifiers we can get to precede the word self and still understand what we are talking about. The true purpose is to make a sprite that doesn't make me want to flog myself raw with my own brainstem. Anything else is gravy. If my past self can wake up sooner, maybe I'll be the one to visit you first this time. I'll fly by and remind you you're already awake and don't know it. Yeah, that'll be cool, I guess. I'm gonna go now. Good luck. Reverse. There is the conversation that they just had. Oh, and there it is. There's the change. Wait. What? Don't go yet. Something's up. Okay. Okay, it's me from the future. Huh? It's me. I just appeared from the future wearing a rat suit. He says don't go or you're gonna die. Lame, what kind of gullible stooge do you think I am? He says I don't know gullible enough to trust a lead-speaking troll who wants you dead and strap on a rocket pad because she said so. This is like some terrible April Fool's prank, but 13 days too late. Remember, you're talking to the pranking master. Okay, that was probably the dumbest thing you ever said just now. If future viewer is real, then why don't you let me talk to him? Do you hear what you're saying? Oh my god, this guy is me. If I get him to talk to you, or you're just talking to me again, Jesus, it proves nothing. Hold on, someone else is bugging me. Turn to Godhead began pestering the biologist. John, stop being a tool and unbuckle yourself from that piece of shit. If our friendship means anything, you'll listen to me and pass Dave. This is future Dave, by the way. Haha, wow, you're really pulling out all stops for this stunt. Using your phone and computer at the same time to message me. You're kind of going through a lot of trouble, actually. I don't know why you're bothering with this. Yeah, exactly. Why would I bother? This sort of cornball horse shit is your cup of tea, not mine. Don't make me track you down through time and stop you in person. You can't track down through time what you can't catch. Shoo. Oh god, did you just blast off? No, but that would have been sweet if I did just then. Okay, well, just don't, okay? I'm turning this timeline over to past Dave and helping you all stay alive and do this thing the right way this time. Just stay on the goddamn ground for fuck's sake. Okay, I guess. Hey, yo. He left all his gear. Once again, Dave gets it easy. Nah, just kidding. He doesn't get it easy. I just feel compelled to say he doesn't get it easy. Hey, sup? Oh my god. God damn it, John. Pastor Dave. Mm-hmm. Strider, need you to do me a favor. He will find a way. Okay, we already saw this. You bundle up your knittings into a cozy nest. You are not all that tired, though. It's hard to imagine falling asleep without the luxury of Harley's narcolepsy. Future Dream Rose ceased to exist. No! Yeah, because. Mm hmm. That's kind of fucked up. Don't talk to John anymore. He is an impressionable doofus. Your plan didn't work. I mean, it did, but then suddenly it didn't. So you might as well quit trying. You smell like orange creamsicles. What? You're aliens. Do you even have orange creamsicles? Of course, what kind of awful civilization would invent orange creamsicles? Not one I would want anything to do with. Okay, pretty far-fetched, but whatever. No more hijinks from you, because I'll make sure they won't work. Well, obviously, I knew it wasn't going to work. My friends have been talking to John from the future. Your future, where he's not dead. So there was no way what I did was going to kill him. I just wanted to mess with him and stuff. I don't think you're following. You did kill him, sort of. Then I went back in time to stop him. Yeah, I guess there was a chance something like that might happen. Alright, but did you guess that by trolling John to his grave and making me splinter us off into an alt timeline, that you were basically complicit in making our timeline go the way it was supposed to go all along, where future me is now helping Dave and we just keep playing and our actions ultimately lead to the trouble you're all in now, thus leading you all to troll us incompetently? Oh, no, I did not think of that. Yeah, see, none of you ever think anything through. Who is in charge of timeline management there? I gotta give him the business. She doesn't want to talk to any of you, and has misgivings about this whole thing. Not all of us are all that enthusiastic about trolling you guys, and the ones who are sort of suck at it. Well, at least you got John to off himself, so I guess you're not totally incompetent like the others. Like that awful rapper. So John actually did what I said. Yeah, I'm telling you, huge pushover. He will do what you say, unless it happens to be for his own good. Then all of a sudden he's a tough nut to crack. Go figure. Now I feel kinda bad. Are you sure I can talk to him, even if it's just to apologize? Would that be okay with you, Sir Brave Knight? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. No more coy bullshit antics, though. Not even like an idiotic angry winking emote. Or what? You're going to hunt me down through time? Oh no. Yeah. You do realize I'm way higher on my echelon than you, even if you are from the future. Are you sure you want to get your claw cleaned by a blind chick? Okay, even if that's true, I just merged with an impale orange goddamn bird, and now I got all these crazy powers. Ugh, self-prototyping is so dumb. This is why you all screw up so bad, always bending the rules like that. Oh well, I can't stop you now, so might as well drop it. Hey, Dave. What? I've been researching some of your Earth soap operas. Is this you? Human Captain Planet? Oh, gee, fuck no. Why would that breathtaking douche remind you of me at all? But he has a fiery personality, sort of brash and impetuous, and in your face like fire itself. Now I know you're bullshitting me. Do I seem like the kind of guy who would accept a magic rib from Whoopi Goldberg? To awaken some egregious homo fantasy for a ripped blue dude's mammoth eco-friendly bulge? That guy's an asshole and needs to be sealed in a duffel bag and whipped something ungodly with a bamboo shoot. Who's Whoopi Goldberg? Who cares? Okay, I made some modifications. This is so you, Dave. Come on, admit it. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much fucking spot on. You're actually pretty good, troll. As long as you don't bug John, I guess that's all there is to say on the matter. Thanks, Dave. To be fair, I'm sure every one of us wishes we thought of future self-prototyping first. So, you're not really all that terrible. Chill with Dave. Who were you talking to? Just telling a troll to step off. Okay, cool. So now you're a sprite. Do you know everything about the game? Well, I knew a lot anyway, because I'm from the future. But yeah, I know more stuff now. Like, things meant specifically for sprites to clue players in on. But packaging these, like, I guess, riddles. I'm supposed to be cagey about it, but I don't really feel like it. Ask me anything, go ahead, I'll give you a straight answer. Alright, here it goes. Why are we so fucking awesome? That's the best fucking question anybody ever asked. Yeah. So is everything cool with this John business? Is it gonna be okay? That's up to him. If he decides to wise up and listen to us. If not, then we just bail everyone out yet again. Okay. All that gear you picked up should let you breeze through the first couple gates, even at low level. Later you'll unlock the ability to bring your sprite down with you, and we'll take care of shit together. Till then, I guess just mess around and let Jade build up or whatever. I'll go kill some time, maybe draw some comics. Like what? I don't know. What's the last one you did? I was in the middle of the Nancho party arc. Oh yeah, I gave up on that halfway through. Yeah, that was sort of the plan. Making a 10-part story about nachos was always a bullshit idea. Let's do some brainstorming later. Blow everyone's minds. Yeah, sure. There we go. Like, you want to have a good sprite? Fucking self-prototype. You know, you get a real sprite. Meanwhile, hundreds of pages ago, you opened the package. There was something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich Cyrus the Virus, while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped off from the suit of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Included is a note from your best bro Dave. So hey, since it's your birthday, I had to get you back for the sick memorabilia you got me, so I got you this god-awful thing, and now I just know you're standing there flipping your shit all over, so you're welcome. It's the actual gross bunny in the movie, so that means Nick Cage actually grubbed it up with his clownish, no-talent fingers. I would suggest you put it somewhere and display it ironically, but I know you're dead serious about this ridiculous shit, so you'll probably sleep with the damn thing and nibble its ear and stuff. But the weird thing is that's what's cool about you. You're this naive guy like Pinocchio tumbled ass backwards off the turnip truck and started like in Ghostbusters. Then the fairy godmother kissed your nose or some shit and you turn out to be not made of wood and also pretty cool to talk to. One day your gooberish ways are gonna land you in a jam and I know I'm going to have to get you off the hook. But it's cool, I got your back, bro. Then we'll meet and hug bump and get each other's filthy wife beaters that much filthier. So yeah, peace dog, TG. Oh, he's thinking about the letter. Ah, reconsider. Is that Snoop Dogg? Get pestered by Dave. Did you blast off like a spazzy douche yet or what? Yeah, of course. There's no way I wasn't trying out this sweet ride. God damn it, what do I have to do to make you believe me? Fist bump my future self till I get bloody knuckles and write you an even sappier birthday note in my own blood on a Back to the Future poster? Relax, I'm not going through the gate. I'm just flying around, having a good time in the sky. Okay, so you believe me then, about future me. And like, him turning into a floating sword bird. Okay, I don't know anything about that, but it doesn't matter. You're my best bro, and if you say not to go, then I won't go. Hey, can you hold on? I'm getting trolled again. That's just so sweet that John says that. Oh man, and if we have just concluded anything, it's that talking to those douchebags should be priority number one, so yeah, go right ahead. Okay, be right back. Get trolled by CG. I keep scrolling backwards through your adventure, trying to piece together how you botched this up so badly, and I keep finding these striking pockets of foolishness, like what you're doing now, riding your little red rocket, like you're a freshly hatched human larva and this is just all a big school hype rumpus respite. Humans are not hatched as larvae, dummy. We don't hatch at all. We are born as these little pink monkeys called babies. Bullshit. That's not what you just told me. What did I say? I'll paste what you said. I thought you didn't like going down that road, copy-pasting future past conversations. Why would I have a problem with that? I don't know, that's what you just told me. Whatever, look. This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally humans hatch from like these slimy pods, then we wriggle out as like little pink larvae. Oh really? Huh. Maybe we have more in common than I thought. I was punking you, dude. Or at least I will be in our next conversation. Thanks for the great prank idea. Why would you trick me about that? What is even the point? I don't know. It was just a friendly prank. Don't you ever play pranks? I mean, of course you do. One of you just tried to prank me good. What? Who? You'll find out. Well, fine. I guess you got me back, sort of, for my trolling. Even though you haven't even read my worst trolling efforts yet. Because they happen in your future. And even then, you didn't even mind much, almost like you were delighted to hear it. Kind of perverse, really. What's wrong with you? Well, we're friends by then, aren't we? Or sort of like a reverse anti-mutual friends? What the hell does that even mean? Look, you're going to have to face it at some point, that you're learning the meaning of this human emotion called friendship. Is friendship really an emotion? Yes, absolutely. I guess it's hard to see how we become friends. This is so frustrating. Every time I go further back into your past and talk to you, you say stuff that pertains to my immediate future, and then you won't explain to me what's going on because it's already old news for you. Dude, you've been doing the same exact thing. I have done no such thing. I've been exceptionally informative and helpful, if justifiably acrimonious. You never answer my questions, though. How am I supposed to know what's going on or what you're alluding to? This game is kind of a game of a million guides. Everywhere you turn, there's another way to figure out what's going on. So please, go secrete me an Earth Ripper through your strange human tear ducts. You got sprites, exiles, guardians, consorts, time-hopping future selves, mystical dream oracle doppelgangers, and if that was not enough, your particular group of players is lucky enough to have us to give you the scoop on stuff, through a sort of subversion of the whole damn thing, even though we hate you. And even though the fact that we hate you is an immutable fact as unalterable as this writhing, knotted hell of a timeline choking us all to death, it does not mean we have any reason to withhold any information from you, or dish it out through crypto-baffling mind-fuddlery. So go ahead, ask me anything. Okay, what's the point of this game? Ask something else, already told you that. It was this whole big conversation we had. Ugh, fine. Where are you now? In the medium. A separate session from yours. No, I know that. You already told me. I did? Yes, in your future. Damn it. What I mean is, are you in your house right now, or in one of your magical lands, or what? Just curious, because you can see me, but I can't see or know anything about you. We're hiding in the Veil. What's left of it. What is that? It's a huge belt of meteors, orbiting way outside of Skya, beyond the orbit of the planets, dividing the medium from the furthest ring where Dersey orbits. Dersey? The dark planet. Prospect is the light one near Skya. Well, geez, how am I supposed to know any of this? You'll probably find out sooner or later from your dumb grandma, but by fusing with the sprite she has to withhold stuff and be mysterious and all, to make your adventure seem more magical. It's infuriating. Okay, so the Veil is a bunch of meteors. What do you mean, what's left of it? Okay, there comes a time when black inevitably beats white on the battlefield in the center of Skya. The White King is captured or killed or something. That's when the reckoning starts. Okay. The rulers of Dersey, the Black King and Queen, get the power to send the Veil towards Skya to destroy it. That kind of starts your big countdown, when shit gets serious. So then it's up to us to save it? Yeah, you have that long to kill the Black Queen and King, and Skya itself sort of buys you some time by activating its defense portals to catch some of the meteors. The threat gets bigger the longer you take, though. Smaller meteors come first, and they get progressively bigger and bigger. And there's only so much of them Skya can absorb for you. Okay, but it sounds like we got plenty of time before that happens, right? That's just it. You don't. Ordinarily you would, but your reckoning starts much sooner, because of some dumb things you've done. You completely blew it already, and you have no chance of winning anymore, which ordinarily would be fine. Just another bunch of losers to fail at this game. It's what you do later that causes so much more trouble than that, and now we have to deal with it too. Oh no. What is it? I already told you. It's inevitable and completely pointless to talk about anyway. Yeah, well, maybe you're wrong. Maybe there's something we can still do to stop it, if you just help us. I am not wrong. It's all right here in front of me. You fuck up royally. End of story. Okay, we'll see about that, Mr. Sourbulge. Hey, aren't you kind of uncomfortable sitting on a meteor? Are you all puddled in a crater or something? No, there's all kinds of crazy shit in the Veil. A lot of these meteors are kind of like big seeds. Seeds? Well, what kind of crazy shit is there? Stuff like buildings, facilities like labs and stuff. Weird. Yeah, the Veil is kind of like neutral ground for the kingdoms like our planets. Some places are used to genetically engineer soldiers and agents for the two sides, using genetic material from the exotic menagerie of chess pieces on the battlefield to help fuel the war and keep raising the stakes. Wow, I don't think I'm following this. Yeah, no shit. But you'll find out when you get there, since you were in the Veil when we last talked. Anyway, that's more than enough info for you to think about and be less stupid in time for conversations we already had. I'm out of here. Okay, but wait, can you give a message to GC for me? Tell her nice try. What? Why would I give her a message for you? Do it yourself, I'm not a relay service. Oh, well, I thought you'd be cool with it since you asked me to give her a message for you last time. But whatever. I find that highly implausible. I'm not falling for any more of your human pranks. Nice try, John. And just very angry laughter that I'm not going to attempt at doing. Jack ascend. Oh, hi, Toby Fox.
Make her a member of the midnight crew.
That's crazy. What sort of thing was in that box to just disintegrate the queen? Jesus. Okay. So, oh no. Didn't mean to do that. Also, I unlocked something. I didn't see what it was. Shit. That was a crazy fucking story. So, something in the green box just disintegrates the queen. Jack, just takes the ring and prototypes himself. I don't know. The dad, mom, and bro are like, uh, I guess fighting strong creatures. I'm guessing the mom just went off to fight a really strong minion. I wouldn't say the denizen. Same thing with John's dad. Same thing with Dave's bro, I guess. And the whole thing with Rose suppressing that, like, it's also like in the journal, like meow. So maybe like she was, I guess, traumatized by Jasper's death. She was like coping by writing meow on the walls and on the journal. That's why the journal, when you find Rose, she's like hiding the journal. Locate fourth wall. Activate. Oh boy, look at that. AH, engage in highly indulgent self-insertion into story. Is that hussy? What? Oh hell no! This is always such a terrible idea. Leave me alone. Examine wall. Really wish your side of the wall had an off switch. Which is to say, I really wish my side of the wall had an off switch. Forget it. Go back to work. Okay, you're just going to ask me to recap Homestuck, though. I don't know what you will want to sit here and watch me type. This is going to be pretty long. Recap of the first year of Homestuck. Do we really? Oh wow, okay. Maybe we could finish the second part by reading the whole recap. That would be good. Okay, Homestuck began on April 13 of 2009, the 13th birthday of our chief protagonist and future boy Skylark, John Egbert. 3 days prior was supposed to be the day he received the S-Bird beta in the mail, but it was running late. It showed up later that afternoon, and after overcoming a variety of domestic adversities, he retrieved the game, along with a birthday package from his internet friend, Dave Strider. John soon established a game connection with another friend, Rose Lalonde, who had spent the day badgering him about playing with her, after unsuccessfully attempting to convince Dave to play. Upon connecting, Rose was able to manipulate John's environment, move his furniture around via cursor, and restructure the shape of his room. John was unable to do this to Rose's environment, however. He had installed a client copy of the beta and required the server copy for that. The server copy was trapped in his dad's car, along with a birthday package from another friend, Jade Harley. Jade messaged John inquiring about the package. As of this moment, neither her package nor the server copy has been recovered by John. Rose had also prepared a package for John, but had not mailed it yet. It still sits in her room. Dave's package contained the authentic stuffed bunny from Con Air. In addition to allowing Rose to control John's environment, S-Bird provided an array of devices Rose deployed throughout John's house. These devices used together provided a system by which the players could manufacture any item using the code on the back of that item's capture lock card, if they gather enough grist to pay for it. Later, they will learn to combine item codes to master the art of punch card alchemy, whereby items could be fused together in purpose and design. One device, on being activated, began a countdown and released an entity called a kernel sprite. The countdown ticked down to the moment John's house would be struck by a meteor, destroying his neighborhood. To escape this demise, John had to use the devices to manufacture a special item that looked like a blue apple and take a bite out of it in order to transport his entire house just before impact to the safety of a mysterious dark realm, where his house would situate itself atop a tall rock column high above a blanket of clouds. This realm is called the Medium. Before he entered the Medium, though, John and Rose prototyped his kernel sprite with the large Harlequin doll his dad got him for his birthday, transforming the sprite to bear its likeness, including the ways the doll was disfigured via earlier hijinks. It had a slashed eye and one arm, and so too did the sprite. When John entered the Medium, the sprite's kernel hatched, thus imbuing all the enemies John and his friends would face with the properties of the sprite. The lesser adversaries John faced first, Shale Imps, all wore Harlequin garbs. They became more powerful and more radically mutated with each successive pre-medium prototyping. After entering the Medium, John's dad was kidnapped by imps. While John was looking for him, he accidentally prototyped his sprite with his grandmother's ashes, transforming it again. This prototyping had no effect on the enemies, since he was already in the Medium, and the kernel had already hatched. Instead, only the sprite was affected, and it took on the appearance, personality, and memories of his grandmother, becoming Nana Sprite, a game-supplied, albeit customized guide for John. She explained aspects of the game, about Skya residing at the center of the Medium, beyond 7 gates floating directly above his house, and about an eternal/timeless war fought there between dark and light, one that light was always destined to lose. Rose, who had been having frequent internet connection issues, lost her connection as he tried to lift John's car to retrieve the game and the package. The car fell into the abyss below. A storm caused her house to lose power along with its wireless internet connection. Her laptop was able to run on battery power for a time while she tapped into the wireless signal from a laboratory next door. When her laptop ran out of power, she had to overcome more family strife and endure a gift pony in the process. Go outside in the rain and plug it in the small generator outside the mausoleum of her dead cat, Jasper's. She continued her session with John inside the mausoleum, while the meteor-sparked forest fire surrounding her house grew more intense. From the house, Rose's mom opened a secret passage in the mausoleum to help her escape. The passage led to the lab next door, where Rose found a stable, portable source of power and internet for her computer. She also found a terminal projecting the impact times and locations for the millions of meteors presently bombarding the planet, along with all the other live sessions of other players around the world. She also found a little girl's room, a mutant kitten she named Vodka Mutini, and a cloning machine operating through the science effect of biology. Its terminal was locked onto her cat Jaspers at whatever point in its life the user specified. She attempted to appearify Jaspers from a moment in her early childhood, before he whispered a secret to her, but doing so would have caused a paradox, so it paradoxified, a pile of slime instead. The machine used the slime to create a fetal paradox clone of Jaspers in a glass tube. On the monitor, Jaspers then told young Rose the secret, then vanished, only to show up dead weeks later and put in the mausoleum for years until the present. Rose left the laboratory moments before it was destroyed by a meteor impact. She transportalized back to her mom's room, proceeded to her room to wait for Dave to connect with her and rescue her from the next imminent impact. Dave was charged with acquiring his bro's copy of the game to help Rose. Earlier, he had lost his copy of the game to a mishap involving a crow. It flew in his window, seized the game, and Dave accidentally impaled it with a sword, sending the crow and the game out the window onto a landing far below his apartment. He searched his bro's room, unable to find it, was briefly shadowed by Lil Cal, and then found a note beckoning him to meet on the roof for a confrontation. Dave and his bro dueled on the roof extensively, and Dave was thoroughly bested. Upon defeating Dave, his bro dropped the copies of the game and flew off on his rocket board into the sky. Dave used the copies to connect with Rose and quickly deployed the devices, while her house was on fire, surrounded by flaming tornadoes, and minutes away from being destroyed by a meteor. Rose prototyped her kernel sprite with Jaspers, specifically to understand the meaning of the secret he whispered to her years ago. She was advised to do this by Jade, who told her about the game in the first place. Dave then prototyped the kernel sprite again with the tentacled princess doll given to Rose on her birthday by her mom. Both of these prototypings would have an effect on the enemies once Rose entered the medium and the kernel hatched. Rose used the alchemitter to create this special item for her, a purple wine bottle, which she needed to break to enter. She eventually did, transporting her house just before the meteor collided. The meteor left a crater. Over time, at the site of impact, a large white structure that looked like a wine bottle grew there, and the crater filled up with sand as the climate of the post-apocalyptic Earth gradually changed. The cork of that bottle was a large metal cylinder with an interior much like an advanced science station, with a variety of devices and monitors inside. 413 years later, after the meteor impact, the wayward vagabond walked through the desert and discovered this station. Inside, he found canned rations, a firefly he named Serenity, and a purifier, and 4 monitors hooked up to a keyboard. On one of the monitors was John, just after he had entered the medium. Wayward Vagabond could type commands to John directly, much as the readers of this story could type commands for the characters to follow. Most of John's actions upon entering the medium were authored by WV, until he became preoccupied with other activities, such as building a town out of cans, playing chess with cans, and drawing chalk murals depicting the cosmological arrangement of Skaya, the medium, the light and dark planets known as Prospit and Dursey, and the 4 planets the kids would each occupy upon entering the game, called the Land of Wind and Shade, for John, the Land of Light and Rain, Rose, the Land of Heat and Clockwork, for Dave, and Jade's planet, which is yet to be seen. He also activated a countdown in the station which caused it to blast out of the crater and fly to designated home coordinates. Along the way, it passed over the sand-filled crater that was the impact site for John's meteor, on the other side of the continent. John's meteor had caused a giant white tree to grow in the crater. The tree grew an apple-like station from a branch, which fell to the sand. The peregrine mendicant found this station. Oh my god, yeah, it's not an orb thing, it's a fucking apple, and it's got a worm in the, of course. The apple-like station, yeah. Of course. The peregrine mendicant found this station. After WV flew overhead, PM activated her station's homing feature as well, which caused it to fly to the same destination. Along the way, she used her terminal to attempt to command Jade, who from the perspective of the terminal had just arrived in the medium. This caused the terminal to explode for unknown reasons, leaving a hole in the station. One of the station's robotic worms recovered one of PM's falling mailboxes, and she befriended it after earlier slaying another one with her black Regisword. WV landed at the site of the ancient frog ruins across the now dried-up Pacific Ocean. The site was once the island where Jade lived, but nothing of the island remained except for the ruins. The mountain her house was on and the volcano next to it were replaced by a large empty chasm. PM landed shortly after WV, and they met. They were confronted by the aimless renegade, who fired at them from the frog ruins with all the weaponry he had been hoarding, once belonging to Jade's grandpa. Millions of years ago, the frog ruins grew from a crater struck by a meteor that emerged from an Esper portal in space. Jade's radioactive, omnipotent space warping dog named Becquerel emerged from this crater as well. Jade's grandpa pioneered this island and built the house Jade lives in. Her grandpa has been dead for many years and stands stuffed in front of the fireplace. She has been looked after by her dog, who she calls Beck. She begins the day with several tasks to accomplish: feed Beck, and to retrieve a birthday package mailed by John. She irradiates a steak and heads outside to the site where the package will be dropped. She knows it will be dropped there because one of the reminders she wears on her fingers jogs her memory about it. She wears them to keep track of the many things she knows about the future through dreams. She falls asleep frequently and spontaneously. When she sleeps, her dream self is awake and living on the moon that orbits the light planet Prospit. Prospit very closely orbits Skaya, a huge sphere of blue sky and clouds, which Nana describes as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. When Prospit's moon eclipses Skaya, it drifts into Skaya for a time, mingling with the clouds. Dream Jade then witnesses many past and future events in the clouds. While asleep, she is often confused about what is real and what isn't. When she wakes up, she pieces together future events from her memory of the cloud visions and from logs recorded by her dreambot. Her dreambot is a robotic surrogate that activates while she sleeps in her bed. It mimics in the real world the movement and actions of her dream self on the moon, and records a video log of what she sees while dreaming. Prospit's moon has 2 towers of identical design, and similar design to Jade's house. Dream Jade lives in one tower. Dream John lives in the other. Dream John is still asleep, and John has no knowledge of this dream world, which is to say, the entire game session he would initiate on his 13th birthday. When he goes to sleep, instead of waking up on the moon, as Jade does, he remains slumbering in his dream room, tormented by his subconscious. This torment is expressed when he sleepwalks, and draws troubling scribbles on the walls of his room. When awake, he cannot see the scribbles, as his subconscious suppresses his awareness of them. It is not until he has a perception-alternate revelation about his dad does he begin to see them. He initially believed they were new additions to his room, perhaps scrawled by imps. However, they were present long before, visible in his room while he prepared Jade's birthday package, months ago. Oh yeah, look at that. Poor kid. John prepared a package for each of his 3 friends, whose 13th birthdays were December 1st for Jade, 3rd for Dave, and 4th for Rose. He gave Rose a knitting set, and she then took an intense interest in knitting. He gave Dave the pair of shades Ben Stiller wore in Starsky and Hutch, which he wore from then on, replacing the shades in the style his bro wore. He gave Jade a blue version of his own ghost shirt and some pumpkin seeds to help her replace the pumpkins that kept disappearing from her garden. But she did not receive this on the birthday John intended. She received it in the past, on her birthday when she was very young, causing her to take an interest in gardening in the first place, to take a liking to blue apparel, and to eventually befriend John over the internet and lead him, Rose, and Dave down a path where they would ultimately play this game together. Jade did retrieve his package in the present as planned, but immediately took it to another location where it disappeared. Placed the present on the monument, and it disappeared, yes. WV in the far future appeared sighted from that location on accident. The package contained further instructions for him. Letter, envelope, He was to bring it to PM, and she was to use her station's sendificator. Get present, go here, please do this, the freedom of your people depends on it. Use her station's sendificator. There we go. Mail. To send it to another place and time. After she did this, the package appeared in front of young Jade on her birthday. You find a present. Wow. Jade orchestrated the sequence of events through knowledge of them by her cloud visions. She orchestrated similar events for the package she sent to John, plotting the circuitous route through time and space it was meant to follow. She again utilized the exiles for help, while they were still in a medium. The exiles, WV, PM, and AR, were all formerly agents of the kingdoms, before they were exiled by some means to post-apocalyptic Earth. AR, as an authority regulator in the Land of Wind and Shade, discovered the package and debated a copy in John's red car as he gave it a parking ticket. PM, working as a parcel mistress, recognized the package from a correspondence she had with Jade on Prospect some time ago, and recalled it must be delivered to John. AR would not relinquish the package, though he did give her the beta, which he delivered into a Pyxis to satisfy the carved request of a mini-tablet. John carved this tablet at the request of PM through the command terminal in the future. AR brought the package to Dursey, where it ultimately wound up on the desk of Jack Noir. Jack is the arch-agent of the Dark Kingdom, charged with overseeing affairs through his office's fenestrated wall portals and processing paperwork. He is forced to wear a silly garment in keeping with prototyping themes with the Black Queen, an order he resentfully complies with. He oversaw the imprisonment of John's dad, who broke loose on multiple occasions. When Jack went to handle it personally, John's dad set Jack's hat on fire. In a surly act of gratitude, he released the prisoner. John's dad fled to the Land of Wind and Shade, fought large monsters, got his hat dirty, and lost a shoe. He then carved tablet requests for new ones, which John filled via Pyxis, unaware of who requested them. PM followed AR to Dursey in hopes of retrieving the package. After wandering around, she encountered the Black Queen on her throne. Both Light and Dark Kingdoms each have a king and a queen. The queens sit on a throne, on Prospect and Dursey respectively, ruling the planet. The kings command armies on the battlefield, located at the center of Skya. The queen takes on the attributes supplied by the prototypings due to the four-orbed ring she wears. When the ring is removed, the queen is restored to normal. PM showed the Black Queen a parking ticket she was pretending to deliver. The Black Queen directed her to Jack's office, where the ticket should be filed. PM met Jack and asked for the package. Jack proposed a deal and gave her a black Regisword. If she will kill the White Queen and White King and bring him their crowns, he would give her the package. She accepted with little alternative. She then visited the White Queen on Prospect and explained the situation, with no intention of carrying out Jack's mission. The White Queen, understanding the futility of their situation and the need to recover the package, abdicated and gave PM her crown and her ring. PM was instructed to go find the White King, retrieve his crown, and receive further instruction on what to do with the ring to protect it. The White Queen will then eventually exile herself to a post-apocalypse Earth. On post-apocalypse Earth, after AR fired on WB and PM from the ruins, he spotted WB's pumpkin, which he had earlier purified from Jade's house. He recognized the carving of Beck's silhouette on the pumpkin. Fearful of it, he surrendered. The three exiles soon became friends over a campfire and shared rations. WV and AR built Exile Town out of cans, mailboxes, and bullets. PM operated WV's station terminal to submit the commands to John as he explored the Land of Wind and Shade. In the sky, another station teleported and fell to the ground. It was shaped like an egg, and originated from Dave's meteor impact site, in correspondence with the egg-shaped item he would use to enter the medium. Emerging from this station was the windswept Questant, formerly the White Queen. AR and WV sought to impress WQ by crafting a crown for her out of a mailbox. She refused the distinction, instead giving it to PM, who has successfully completed her mission to deliver Jade's package to John in the distant past. The means by which she went about this have yet to be seen. John entered the Land of Wind and Shade, Loas, by having Rose build up his house to the first gate, fighting through many imps and ogres with his powerful new alchemized weapons, and entering the gate. This took him to a location beneath the clouds, far below his house. The Loas turned to be a large windy planet, full of dark terrain, incandescent trees, networks of pipes, and oily rivers. In addition to hosting more powerful adversaries, the land is occupied by friendly consorts, a race of salamanders. They help John understand the mythos of the land and inform him of the planet's persecution by a sleeping denizen, which is responsible for clogging the pipes with oil and trapping fireflies under the clouds. Each planet has a sleeping denizen, which the players must first wake and then kill in the course of their journey through the 7 gates. Rose's planet, the Land of Light and Rain, Lolar, is a multicolored ocean planet with white sandy islands and pink ruins, and has a denizen responsible for killing all life in the water. Dave's planet, the Land of Heat and Clockwork, Lohak, is a lava planet, covered in industrial steel frame structures and turning gears, and has a denizen of yet unknown qualities. Killing the denizen releases a huge grist horde buried at the core of the planet, which is then used to fuel a process known as the ultimate alchemy. Along the way, the kids are meant to learn about their destined roles in this quest as the Heir of Breath, John, Seer of Light, Rose, Knight of Time, Dave, and Witch of Space, Jade, which is not capitalized as space. Over the course of their quest, the Dark Kingdom will inevitably defeat the Light Kingdom. The Black Queen and King will take control and initiate the Reckoning. This affects a belt of meteors, called the Veil, which orbits far from Skaya, between the 4 planets and Dursey, and is host to various lab facilities used by the kingdoms. The Reckoning causes the meteors to descend on Skaya, ultimately destroying it, unless the Black Queen and King can be defeated in time. Skaya, however, buys time by opening defense portals to catch many of the meteors, redirecting them elsewhere in space and time. Which I can only assume fall on the Earth. And I can only assume... Wait, I cannot say that one yet. This is the generic template for the way the game is supposed to proceed. It can deviate from this model, however, depending on the actions of the players, and the details of the game mythology presented is unique to each group of players and their session. Long before John and his friends started playing this game, another group of players have been persistently trolling them, particularly Jade. They are furious about an action she will take that will cause major problems in the 4 kids' game session and inevitably lead to their defeat. Specifically, Jade will send a package to John, apparently containing a powerful weapon he will need later, but the package winds up in the hands of Jack Noir, leading to dire consequences. So, a powerful weapon destroyed the Black Queen. Okay. Ooh, shit. They allude to other things she will do that will lead to not only trouble for the 4 kids, but the troll players as well. The trolls consist of 12 kids from an alien planet, who went through the same process as John and his friends, escaping from the annihilation of their planet via meteors and into the medium to play the game. Their game session is entirely separate from that of the 4 kids. It has the same basic template with its own Skaya, Prospect, Dursey, Veil, and a planet for each troll, but separate game instances of these. They also have different instances of the same character templates, such as the kings and queens, and agents like Jack Noir. Yeah, for the trolls it would be a Spade Slick, I assume. The trolls have completed their game session with yet unknown results. They now reside on a meteor in their Veil, sitting at terminals trolling John and company. From the terminals, they can choose any point in the past or future of the kids to troll, and observe what they're doing at that moment. As a group, their only stated objective is to harass the kids, which they do so haphazardly throughout different points in the kids' timeline. Though they can choose any point on the kids' timeline to talk, they are mostly resigned to the understanding that no matter what they do, they cannot change the outcome of the kids' actions. The 4 most vociferous trolls so far have been Carcinogeneticist, Gallows Calibrator, Grim Auxiliatrix, and Adios Toreador. The other 8 being Apocalypse Horizon, Twin Armageddons, Arsenic Catnip, Arachnid Scrib, Centaur's Testicle, Terminally Capricious, Caligula's Aquarium, and Cuttlefish Collar, each yet to be heard from. Carcinogeneticist CG appears to have spearheaded the group's trolling campaign. While he was in the thick of his game session, the exile commending him from a terminal in the apocalyptic future was Space Slick. There we go. That, finally, I was, saying a bunch of bullshit, and there it is. I was right on one thing after, 5 attempts at trying to read this shit. This is one difference between his game session and John's, who had WV as an exile commanding him. In CG's session, his version of Jack Noir became exiled along the way and took on the name Space Slick. 3 other agents were exiled, and the 4 of them formed a gang called the Midnight Crew, and spent years building up a dark city in the future wasteland of the Trolls' dead planet. Another difference in the Troll session is that at some point along the way, the Black Queen was also exiled, later rejoined a rival gang called the Feld, assumed special powers that make her highly inadvisable to kill, and came to be known as Snowman. It was not until Slick confronted the Feld in their mansion that he discovered the station terminal to command CG, and not before Snowman blinded him in one eye, severed his arm, and locked him in a vault. Each troll has a different trolling strategy and a different rhythm by which they hop around the kids' timelines to chat with them. CG's strategy, for the most part, was to begin trolling them at the very end of their adventure, the moment at which he was the most angry with their actions, and then gradually work backwards, mostly talking to John. This proves to be mutually frustrating though, as John knows less and less about the situation the further into the past CG goes. Similarly, the further into the future John progresses, the more he has the advantage over CG by knowledge of his future conversations with him, and vice versa. Over the course of the opposing directions of the two sides of the conversation, John learns more about the nature of the game and why they are being trolled, and in spite of hostility, they gradually befriend each other through an inevitability alluded to on both sides of the conversation. Early in the correspondence between John and CG, which is to say late for CG discovers he needs to get in touch with Jade, who refuses to talk to him in that time period, so he delivers a message to her much earlier, months in her past, which is this one, that the robot is going to blow up. Telling her she needs to contact him when she's in trouble. She will know to do this when her dreambot explodes in the future, an outcome that has not yet happened. Two other trolls, Grim Auxiliatrix and Adiostoriador, GA and AT, have targeted only Rose and Dave thus far. GA has hopped arbitrarily back and forward in Rose's timeline to talk to her, and is attempting to cultivate a friendship with her that now seems rigged through a series of conversational time loops, while seeking counsel from Dave on how to befriend her. AT sought counsel from Rose on how to troll Dave more effectively after getting severely counter-trolled by him. He is under the impression he rebounded nicely, though. Gallows Calibrator, GC, has stayed mostly linear in her trolling patterns, and has done so under the guise of helping the kids on their quest. She convinces John to take a shortcut through his land, shows him the Denizen's palace, leads him to warp back to his house, then shows him how to fix the faulty rocket pack he made earlier through an alchemy mishap. She tells him to use the rocket pack to fly up to the 7th gate, enter the Denizen's palace, and kill it in its sleep. He complied with this, and flew through the 7th gate, in spite of reservations from Dave, who had just entered the medium the moment before John took off. GC also assisted Rose, just after she bested an ogre with ease. She counseled her on understanding her role as the Seer of Light, and the meaning of the voice in her head as an exile issued commands from a terminal. In her case, it was the exiled White Queen issuing commands from the X-shaped station in the future. Since Dave is Rose's server player, the terminal station from Dave's impact site issues commands to Rose, just as the station at Rose's site, which WB found, issues commands to John, her client player. After conversing with GA, Rose found Jasper Sprite and interrogated him about the secret which she found so maddeningly mysterious years ago. He explained elements of the mythos of her land and how she would need to learn to play the rain to produce the musical analog of a genetic code to reintroduce life into the ocean. In response to her question about his secret, he simply replied, "Meow." She mistook this for more nonsense, but it was in fact the secret he told her years ago. The 4-letter sequence meow unlocked the genetic code in her subconscious, which she would spend years scrawling on her walls, using those letters in place of the typically used GCAT letters, while completely oblivious to the scrawlings and their meaning just as John was. As Jasper said, she would understand their meaning when her dream self wakes up. Rose's dream self lives in a tower on the moon of Dursey. Dave's dream self lives on the same moon in the other tower. It was suggested by Rose's future self, who is fully awake in a tower, that Dave had already been awake in his tower all along without realizing it. This was suggested in a conversation she had in the future with Dave. It was an alternative future timeline, not meant to be. This one. The conversation over here, I'll fly by and remind you you're already awake and you don't know it. Crazy. This future timeline came about by this series of events. Dave was able to enter the medium by connecting with Jade as a server player. Jade got copies of the game from the Frog Ruins after she delivered John's package to her past self. She snuck into the ruins while Beck was asleep and retrieved the game from a Lotus time capsule which had been ticking down for millions of years. The game was Dave's copy from the future, the same one that fell out of the window with the impaled crow. Once she got the game, the time capsule started ticking down again, set to expire 413 years later, when the exiles are there. She dropped some items in the ruins, leaving them there for AR to find, and leaving her base jammed in the elevator. Beck then found her there, took her back to her room, and grounded her there for the rest of the evening. She quickly helped Dave set up the game, upgrading his alchemitter heavily and crafting the special item he needed to enter the medium, a red egg, which needed to be incubated and hatched to activate. She prototyped his Colonel sprite with the Impaled Crow, which would affect the enemies later, including the Black Queen. That explains the wings, yeah. The sprite built a nest on top of his apartment's antenna tower and stole the egg to incubate it for hours. A very large meteor was soon bearing down on his city. Dave then entered the medium through a series of unseen events. Jade was asleep, thus forbidden by Dave from interacting with his environment at all. Jade complied for fear of retribution. Dave was faced with the Crow sprite, which appeared to be suggesting he prototype it again with the remains of Lil Cal. Dave consulted with John on this, who was about to rocket up the 7th gate. John had no advice, and proceeded up through the gate against better judgment. Dave prototyped the sprite with Cal. John entered the palace, presumably found the denizen, and was easily killed by it, as was the intent of GC's trick on him. This meant John could not establish a connection with Jade to rescue her from the looming meteor, and Dave and Rose lost contact with her, presuming her dead. Dave and Rose then spent the next 4 months in the medium, advancing as far as they could, to collect information before Dave decided to travel back in time to change events. That is really fucked up, wow. Dave used his timetables to go back to the moment he was about to prototype with Cal. Both he and his past self strongly urged John not to go through the gate. John was reluctant at first, but soon reconsidered and flew down beneath the clouds. Future Dave then gave present Dave all his advanced gear and prototyped the Crow sprite with himself to make Dave's sprite, thus serving as his own guide from the future. Before going back in time, future Dave convinced future Rose to go to sleep. He suggested her dream self will be unaltered by the timeline shift, and in her dream state, she will remember the events from the future. When Dave went back, Rose's future dream self assumed the position of Rose's present dream self. Rose fell asleep, and on Darcy's moon, she instantly woke up. She then saw all the genetic scrawling she did in Meow letters, and understood their meaning. Meanwhile, on Darcy below, the Black Queen again insisted that Jack Noir abide by the dress code. He refused, and the Queen threatened him. He picked up Jade's package to John, removed what was inside, and used it to slice her ring finger off. He then killed the Black Queen, put on the ring, and donned the full upgrade supplied by the 3 prototypings. He then became Jacksper's Noirl Crow, which is a name I just made up now. And then after that, you started watching me type in this ridiculous study I photoshopped for myself with my cool horse painting propped in the background. Ridiculous study I photoshopped. Oh, it's an actual link to Photoshop. Whoops. For myself with my cool horse painting propped up in the background. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't read any of that. Do something less boring. MSPA reader, shut the hell up. Oh my god. Anyway, that's going to be for this time, for this video. I gotta say something personal. When I was reading this back in 2015, I was a teenager. A preteen crossing into teenager territory, yes. And I really didn't understand that much. I'm pretty sure that I skimmed over this page really hard. Really fucking hard. Because I'm reading all this now and it's like, oh wow, that makes sense. Like, I've had these doubts all my fucking life. Like, wait, how does this work? Why? How? And it's all explained in this image. I mean, it's all explained in this page, which is 1674. It's explained right there, yeah? And I'm so happy that I finally understand this this whole thing. And it's a whole recap of Homestuck so far. And mind you, we still have like, I think like 6,000 or over 6,000 pages left of this, so yeah, fun times ahead. And yeah, that'll be everything for this second video. So thank you for sticking by with this really embarrassing, really cringy, but cringe in a good way, in my opinion, Like, it's not cringe for the sake of it. It's just like, he's doing a stupid voice. Yeah, I love doing stupid voices, honestly. But yeah, and this will always be in a corner of my mind. I said it's just my boring, monotone voice, and there you have it. Like, I'm doing sort of really terrible voices for like each and every character. So yeah, I'm starting to repeat myself. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking by. Leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, leave a comment. I don't know. And see you on the next one. Goodbye. This was Diabolical. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. Uh, da, 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 da. And this one. And